I'm Circuit Judge Anita Harold Ashley, and I'm proud to sponsor this ad supporting the Roane County Raiders. I've spent a lot of time participating in sporting events in my lifetime as a player, a Raider parent, and a fan. I've observed there are lots of ways people enjoy the games. It might be like my dad, who quietly studied the game to catch stats, or my dear mom, who gained a reputation for yelling at the refs. Or the fan may be there primarily to enjoy the band or the cheerleaders. But it's clear, we're all rooting for the Raiders. Let's win.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Anita Harold Ashley, Kate J. Burbank, Treasurer. When it comes to providing facility solutions and maintenance support to the industrial and railroad industries, as well as port and inland terminals and Department of Defense operations, nobody does it better than Air Production and Service, Inc. At APS, our team is dedicated to providing high-quality service, parts, and equipment for your air production systems. Whether you are in need of air compressor products or services, you can turn to our team with confidence. We have offices located in Jacksonville, Florida, Corbin, Kentucky, Pembroke, North Carolina, and Spencer, West Virginia. To expand our reach and make it easier for you to get the help you need with minimal wait or frustration, contact us today to learn more about the different types of services and products we offer. Contact your local APS representatives, Mike and Michelle Spears in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2550. Proud supporter of all Roane County athletics.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
H-O-M-E, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is Ashley Insurance. Get a quote today at ashleyinsures.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
This is Jennifer Board-Nichols at Board Depew Realty. So many things have changed around us lately, and we are all concerned about what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board Depew Realty. My grandmother started this company over 64 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board Depew Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
This message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. Don't get sidelined with a toothache. Practice daily preventive dental care by brushing twice a day and flossing once a day, and obtain regular professional dental care at least twice a year. Call Brandon Dental at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care. That's Brandon Dental, 304-927-2775.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
Stop by Spencer Cash Saver to check out our fresh produce, quality meats, and our new grab-and-go deli sliced meats and cheeses. New 2-week ads start every other Thursday with the best prices for your budget. Save money and shop local at Spencer Cash Saver.
Stop by D&D Motors for great deals on used cars. We have an incredibly diverse and continuously growing inventory to choose from, with many makes and models at price points that anyone can afford. D&D Service Department also offers oil changes, tire rotations, and other maintenance on your new purchase. Call D&D for your next service appointment. D&D Motors, located at 276 East Main Street in Spencer. Stop in and see Dan or Donna for your super deal today. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, and closed on Sunday. D&D Motors, call 304-519-2157.
Since 2019, DW Excavating has been serving Roane and surrounding counties. We offer services including, but not limited to, repairing driveways, construction site preparation, drainage solutions, property brush clearing, farm road construction, culvert repair and installation, and utility line installation and repair. We provide free estimates. Check out our Facebook page or contact us at 304-532-2968 for more information. DW Excavating, taking pride in our work and in our community. DW Excavating is a proud supporter of all Roane County High School athletics. Go Raiders!
This is Lady Raider volleyball and softball player Mahaley Nicholson for Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Since 2016, ECI has provided West Virginia with top-notch service for both home and commercial needs. We pride ourselves on working closely with our clients to ensure that projects are completed in a timely manner, that customer expectations are met or, in many cases, exceeded. Regardless of the job size, we have solutions for everyone. We specialize in septic systems, brush removal, dirt work, asbestos removal, and more. Check us out on the web at www.eciwv.net or contact us for a quote at 304-532-7653. Fax number 304-532-7653. Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Ed Nicholson, owner, West Virginia Contractors License 055775.
This is Ashton Rhodes, Chronic Care Manager at Roane County Family Healthcare. Are you struggling to control your blood pressure, lower your A1C, or manage other chronic health conditions? Do you ever feel overwhelmed or unsure after an office visit and need some extra help? If that's you, we can help. Roane County Family Healthcare is now providing chronic care management services for qualifying patients. By enrolling in our services, you will receive one-on-one consultations, an individualized comprehensive care plan, education, monthly check-ins, and more. All of this will allow you access to your care team easily for questions, concerns, or follow-up. So are you ready to team up and find a healthier version of you? Give me a call at 304-927-8139. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me help you manage your chronic conditions. Roane County Family Healthcare, healthcare for the entire family.
Rhodes Auto Service in beautiful downtown Arnoldsburg, West Virginia, is a full-service auto center providing you with AC, front end, and four-wheel alignment, tires, exhaust systems, to basic oil changes and state inspections, and full electrical diagnostic service. Our highly trained technicians with over 40 years of experience between them, Rhodes Auto Service in Arnoldsburg, West Virginia, 304-655-6765.
Hi folks, here at Hardman's, we are a full-service building material and hardware store. We have it all, from nuts and bolts to plumbing, electrical, best look paint, lumber, drywall, furniture, appliances, flooring, and kitchen and bath. Our best look paint is a sure win to brighten up your interior walls or spruce up your exterior. We don't just sell the products, but we deliver and install many of them as well. All of our installers are trained and certified. On top of all that, we know a little something about customer service. We'll greet you with a smile and have the knowledge to help you get the job done right. Stop in and let's tackle your next project together. Hardmans, our family serving yours since 1907.
Hildreth Supply on Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer is the place to shop for the best selection of cold weather gear. We have a wide selection of boots including Rocky, Wolverine, and Georgia boots, steel-toed and non-steel-toed as low as $78. Carhartt bibs in most sizes starting at just $90, and many different styles of sweatshirts starting at only $40. Visit us on the web at hildrethsupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
Hi, this is Lisa Simmons inviting you to join the team of savings and visit Honest Fred's Flooring at 373 East Main Street, Arnoldsburg Road. We're the largest flooring warehouse in town, and it's fully stocked with the latest trends in floor covering. All first quality with fair pricing, great values, and professional installation. Stop by or call today, 304-927-8082, or check us out on the web.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
Intelligent Network Securities is a hub-zone, service-disabled, veteran-owned small business located in Central West Virginia. INS provides full-scope, enterprise-level digital security and forensic services. We specialize in state and nation-level cybersecurity intelligence, but we feel compelled as a company to offer our commercial consumers both proactive and reactive defense strategies as well. With 15-plus years experience in the field providing support to commercial as well as nation and state-level entities, INS can provide insight to protecting your assets with our use and knowledge of bleeding-edge technologies. Check us out on the web at intelligent-network-security.com or call us at 304-566-9111. Brian Cottrell, President. Roane County Raider football is on the air. Stay tuned for all the exciting play-by-play action coming up next. Roane County High School football is brought to you by these supporting sponsors: Penna's Barbershop, Roane General Hospital, Route 33 Steakhouse and La Finca Mexican Restaurant, McIntosh Hardware, Furniture and Appliance, Jack Garrett Ford, Ashley Insurance, Joel Baker Law PLLC, APS Air Production and Service Inc., Old Fences Realty, Stats Pharmacy, Richard's Lawn and Garden, Miller's Suds and Sales, Anita Harold Ashley for Circuit Judge, Phoenix Nutrition, Honest Fred's Flooring, D&D Motors, Hildreth Supply, Family Healthcare, Groves Auto, Ford Depew Realty, Norman L. Daniels, State Farm Agent, Hardman Supply, Josh Downey for Circuit Judge, ECI Environmental Compliance Inc., Carpenter's General Store, Minnie Hamilton Health System, Boca Valley Bank, Spencer McDonald's, INS Intelligent Network Security, Ridgetop Rentals, Spencer Cash Saver, Brandon Dental, DW Excavating LLC, Spencer Pizza Hut, Irby Insurance, Philip Deaver for Roane County Sheriff, Calhoun Banks, and the Player of the Game Award sponsored by Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. And now, we take you to the press box. Here's your Raider broadcast crew: Andrew Miller, John Penna, and Matt White. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 10 of high school football across the great state of West Virginia. As we close in on this penultimate week of the regular season and the final Friday night in the month of October, much has already been determined in the three-class system across the high school football landscape in the Mountain State. A majority of programs know the fate awaiting them at the conclusion of next week, be it a playoff berth or the end to another season of football. However, for the programs that will extend their season for at least one more week in the playoffs, seeding is still wide open. And for the handful of teams hovering around the number 16 position, the time is now to make a final 2-week run to sneak into that elite group of top 16 teams. 2023 continues to be a magical, history-making season for the Roane County Raider football program. The Raiders are in the midst of a 20-game win streak in the regular season and recently earned the program's first ever number 1 ranking in Class AA. Still yet, as much as the community and the local fans believe in this Raider team, the sentiment across the state had not necessarily reflected this confidence. At every turn, the strength of schedule was questioned, regardless of the outcome of each game. That was until last week's road trip and dominating win over number 6 Mingo Central. Suddenly, the collective brow of the state raised high, and many began to talk about Roane County as an actual contender for a Wheeling Island trip. While the Raiders have no control over the talking heads and their prognostications, the one thing they can and do control each week is the attitude with which they approach and attack each week of preparation, regardless of the opponent. The motto has held throughout: stay humble, stay hungry, and work as hard as possible to be 1-0 every week. Everything else will take care of itself. Entering tonight, that motto is perfect. Tonight, however, presents yet another first for this Raider program and a first for County Stadium, as this facility will host a number 1 versus number 2 matchup for the first time in history. And mottos and slogans can only carry a team to the precipice of a Friday night football game. In less than 30 minutes, the Raiders must take all of the preparation to the field, and they must execute better than they have all season, because tonight's opponent will undoubtedly be the best team the Raiders have lined up against all year. The North Marion Huskies enter tonight on the heels of a big win over Herbert Hoover, which allowed them to snatch Roane County's number 1 ranking away. The Huskies come into tonight ready to prove themselves and the rest of the state that they are one, if not the best team in Class AA. With the hype of being a member of the powerful Big Ten Conference backing them, some feel the Huskies should be the favorite tonight. At the core, however, these two programs are incredibly similar. Both programs made the state quarterfinal last year. In fact, the two programs battled in this very field last year for a chance to advance to the semifinals, with the Huskies escaping by the narrowest of margins, 13-12. Both teams brought a ton of talent back in 2023. Both teams statistically are among the best in Class AA. The Raiders field the 10th most productive scoring offense in the state, with the Huskies right behind them at number 11. Defensively, North Marion boasts the 10th fewest points given up in the season, but Roane County holds the number 1 spot defensively. Both teams bring multiple skill position weapons to the table. Both teams pride themselves in aggressive, physical, and swarming defense. Tonight's matchup may just have it all and could shape up to be one of the best games in the state regardless of class. As the bright lights shine down on the turf at County Stadium right now, the excitement is at a fever pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some football? Roane County, say it with me. It's time to kick the tires and light the bonfire. It's time for Raider football. Live from beautiful County Stadium on the campus of Roane County High School, we welcome you to WVRC 104.7 FM's live coverage of your Roane County Raiders.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WVRC 104.7 FM's live coverage of Roane County High School Raider football. I wrote that intro, and I'm fired up about it. Glad you could join us here on all of our streams and all of our platforms here for Raider football tonight alongside the rest of the crew. George Allen is our studio technician back at WVRC Control. Joe McDonald with A&M Digital Technologies providing our graphics, our scoreboard, and our instant replays. Katie White, our camera person. Matt White, our statistician. And John Penna, my color commentator. My name is Andrew Miller. It's number 1 versus number 2 for the first time in County Stadium history. You can't say much more about it than that, John Penna. These are two very quality teams getting ready to face off. It's not going to be anything more than just who makes more plays, who makes fewer mistakes, I think, here tonight between these two very good programs.
Very similar teams. Both of these teams are just good at every position, it seems to be. And a matchup that we had here last year at County Stadium in the second round of the playoffs, that Roane County, we came up just a bit short, lost by 1 point. And this one's just going to be a huge game here in the state tonight. You know, there's going to be so many eyes on this game, and it's going to kind of give guys an opportunity to see what it's going to be like to get to those later rounds in the playoffs, because these two teams are definitely a top 4 contender.
You know, you think about the statewide rankings and who is up there at the top, and you look at Scott, you look at Fairmont Senior, and then you see Roane County and North Marion. Those 4 teams have kind of separated themselves, although tonight Winfield has an opportunity to do the same with a possible big game against Scott tonight on the road. So there's a lot of things going on around the state, but when you look at this game here tonight, this game, whoever wins this has an inside track, I believe, for the number 1 spot in this AA state playoffs because both teams next week, again, Roane County will go on the road. Long trip to Oak Glen against a Golden Bear team that has really struggled this year. North Marion is going to face Liberty Harrison. That's kind of a rivalry matchup, but I think North Marion may be a little bit head and shoulders above the rest. So this game tonight could mean a whole lot more than just a victory or a loss for one of these teams.
Yeah, this game sets you up to be the number 1 seed coming into the playoffs, here in a few weeks. Both of these teams, no matter who wins and who loses, we're pretty sure that these guys are going to have home field advantage, a home field advantage at least for the first two playoff games. So yeah, we just have to take care of business. And as soon as I got home from Mingo last week, I was on film already watching, North Marion play Fairmont Senior, and then of course this week we were able to watch them against Hoover. They're a great football team. They made some mistakes against Hoover and was able to still come back and win that football game. And then Roane County, being the number 1 defense in the state, the last time that this varsity defense has been scored on, it was week 3 against Clay County. So Roane County's varsity defense has really done well. We just have to make sure that we don't make those simple mistakes and turn the ball over against a great team at North Marion.
Well, Roane County's defense total has given up 77 points on the year. Again, just 32 of those by way of varsity. And again, the varsity, as you mentioned, has not given up a touchdown since the third game of the year. Okay, well, let's talk X's and O's. Let's talk film work that you did. There is not a lot that North Marion does wrong on film. They really are a well-oiled machine. Darren Hayes, he's now 15 years into this. He has got this program rolling right along. Each and every year they are a contender to make it to Wheeling Island. They don't do a lot wrong, and they're led by their senior captain. That's Casey Minor, the quarterback, and the middle linebacker on both sides.
Casey Minor, just a great athlete and very physical for a quarterback. He kind of puts you in the mind of if you're going way back, the Jay Hamrick style quarterback. Can throw the ball when he needs to, put the ball on the money, and he has some good receivers. But he likes to run the football as well. He likes to run the run pass option play. Last year what was very impressive to me was how North Marion played defense against the offense of Roane County and our heavy look. And you're watching right here as they're going through the motions and really using those linebackers and the defensive front to shut that heavy run down. It's just going to be assignment football here this evening. It's just going to be who makes the least mistakes and who really comes out here and sets the tone.
Offensively for the Huskies, they have a large line, and they are athletic. Not a large line that's just big, heavy guys. We're talking about guys that can move side to side laterally. So defense for Roane County, you're going to have to fill those gaps up front. The linebackers are really going to have a hard job here tonight, keying on Minor, making sure he doesn't hit that second level if he does scramble out. And the defensive backs will be tested like never before here tonight. We thought last week maybe that, but with the weather the way it was, They did not get tested as much as I think they can be tested here. This North Marion team is very similar to Mingo Central, and they like to spread it out, get it out in space. They can throw it deep, but they just like to get it out there 5, 10, 15 yards down the field.
Yeah, they like to get the ball in the receiver's hands and let the receivers kind of do the work. They like to throw the ball over the middle. They'll throw slants. They'll throw seams. The last time that we played a team that really threw the ball a ton, it was Clay County, and Clay County just throws the ball down the field. This is a different setup. This is a different look. And North Marion has the weapons to do that. I was also impressed by their running back, Hoffman. Late in the game against Hoover, he broke a 60-yard run and just kind of broke the backs of Hoover. That was a great game to watch. So you have to watch for him tonight. When you're keying on the quarterback, that running back is pretty slick and pretty shifty, but the receivers, they can do it as well with the ball in their hands.
Well, offensively for Roane County, you mentioned they are keying on this heavy package. They did a pretty good job with it last year in the fact that Roane County changed it up in the second quarter, and we were having success with Skylar Delk running the QB from the shotgun until, obviously, the injury really put a kink in that system for Roane County. So I think Coach Burdett is going to have to dig into his playbook a little bit here. He can line up in those multiple packages with 3 in the backfield in different styles, but he's going to have to use some misdirection, some counters like he has throughout the year. But again, it's going to be won and lost up front. We got a smaller line, but we got some aggressive kids on the line who don't need to be perfect. They just need to get in front and either kick out or seal in, do their job for a few seconds, and then let those lead blockers take care of business.
The thing with this offense is Coach Burdett has kind of tuned this thing up to what he wants it to be. And we've been running similar kind of offense, and it's a lot of the same concepts, things, but he tweaks it just a little bit. And he's been running this offense for 13 years now. And it's just his baby, and he's constantly thinking. You come in on Sunday night when we have our meetings, and he's like, we're going to run this play, which is something that we run every day, but we're going to tweak it a little bit. We're going to block here. We're going to seal here. We're going to do this. So his mind is always working to better his offense because he's such an offensive-minded coach. It's just been fun to watch how he's been able to mold the offense every year, and it's pretty much week in and week out to give our guys the best opportunity against a very good defense.
Roane County statistically rushing the football this year, 352 carries for 2,368 yards. We are led by Brandon Richardson, the senior, who was honored right before this. Again, 4 seniors being honored tonight, and Andy Jetton, Sawyer Hunt, Brandon Richardson, and Jacob Bunner. Richardson, 43 yards shy of 1,000 for his senior season as well this year. So a lot of things on the line here tonight. Everybody knows it, and the eyes of the state will hopefully be here at County Stadium. It's number 1, North Marion, and number 2, Roane County. More pregame coverage up here in just a minute. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we return, we'll have the Coach's Corner interview with head coach Paul Burdett. You're watching and listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
When you find yourself faced with a legal issue, the steps you take next can literally impact the rest of your life. Hiring the right attorney is one of the most important decisions you'll make. At Joel Baker Law Office, we understand the importance of providing prompt, competent, and honest legal representation. Call or text our office today to schedule a consultation. 304-500-9238.
As someone who played high school sports, I was able to learn the importance of hard work and being dedicated to your job. And these lessons are why it is important that we support high school athletes. I have continued to apply these lessons to my career as a prosecuting attorney for the last 15 years. And they are the same lessons, hard work and dedication, that I will use every day as a circuit judge. In 2024, vote Josh Downey for Circuit Judge in Division 3.
Paid for by the committee to elect Josh Downey. Aaron M. Nichols, Treasurer.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. Name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. But hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit kirbyinsurance.com.
We welcome you back inside County Stadium. Number 1, North Marion. Number 2, Roane County in Class AA. Had a chance to discuss the upcoming matchup here tonight with Coach Paul Burdett before we came on air, and this is what he had to say about tonight's matchup. All right, welcome back, folks. Standing in our familiar position here, back at the County Stadium end zone here on the facility side. A beautiful night for a 1 versus 2 matchup. The first time we've seen that in the school's history. It's an exciting night. There's a lot around this, a lot of people excited about this ball game. Obviously, you and the guys have got to be fired up about this one.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be, Drew? It's the next game, you know what I mean? No, the guys know what's on the line tonight. There's a lot of stuff here. You know, North Marion, I think without a doubt, is the best team we've played this year. I know I said that last week, but that's just the way it works. They're a really good football team, and they do a lot of things right. And, you know, they play good on all 3 phases of the game, which is a big deal. But, there's some implications here tonight for sure.
Obviously, those implications. But again, as I mentioned in the pregame intro, those will take care of themselves. On the field is what you guys are going to be worried about here tonight, or focused on, not worried about. You look at the North Marion team on film offensively, number one. Not a lot of weaknesses. You guys are going to have to find something to exploit there. Obviously, I think one of the keys will probably be try to keep Casey Minor from getting to the second level if he scrambles.
Yeah, he's really good, especially when he gets past that first level, and he's got really good speed, and he runs so hard. So, yeah, we got to try to contain him and take care of business on the defensive side of the ball for sure.
Offensively for you guys, again, you guys like to be able to run the ball, and again, you've got many different guys you can turn and hand it to. Lead blocking, I think, will be extremely important here. What I saw on film, at least, was, again, Minor and Herbert, the two linebackers, they get downhill and they pursue well, but they've got an aggressive defensive line. If you guys can get the hat on hat early, maybe open up some holes for your guys.
Yeah, they play a really good defense. They're base 34, but when they play a heavy run defense, they'll drop it, or offense, they'll drop it down to a 44, and they kind of stack the guys in the box. It reminds me a lot of us, to be honest with you. But they're good at all three levels. We're going to have to block really well, and like you said, our lead blockers are going to have to get to the second level, and our running backs are going to have to really see it tonight and find the open gaps and exploit everything we can.
Well, this is high-level football, a great team versus a great team. When it comes down to that, Coach, obviously X's and O's, execution, intensity is all important, but I think it may just come down to when you're playing against a good team and you're a good team, who is going to make more big plays?
Yeah, more big plays or who makes the least mistakes. That's the way these big games usually roll out when you have two pretty evenly matched teams, and I feel like that's the way it is here tonight. So we just have to see how it shakes out at 7:30. My guys are ready, and they've had a good week of prep, and just excited to see them go have another opportunity to prove who they are.
Obviously, a big matchup last week. Did you guys come out unscathed? How's the health of your team coming in here to week number 10?
Yeah, fortunately, we're still good. Shay's back to walking and doing some therapy, so that's a good plus for Shay. And the rest of the guys on the field so far, everything's fine.
Well, Coach, this is what we play in for. We enjoy the opportunity to see a 1 versus 2 here tonight. We wish you all the best of luck. Go out there and be 1-0 again.
Thanks, Drew. We appreciate it.
Head Coach Paul Burdett, more pregame coverage after these messages. We welcome you back up to the booth. Senior night festivities are in the books. People were asking online why we run advertisements during our pregame. How else are we going to pay for this broadcast is what I want to say. We have sponsors. We owe them airtime, and we have to get our advertisers their airtime or else we can't be on. So thank you all for that question. That's one easily answered here tonight. We're excited, folks. We're very, very keyed up for this ballgame, as I do believe a lot of people around the state are. We do appreciate everyone who is joining us on any platform, whether it be old school on the radio, if you're listening to audio driving somewhere on our website, or if you're watching us live on YouTube or Facebook. Keep the comments coming. We do appreciate that, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast here this evening between Roane County and North Marion, and it is a big one. Again, obviously, the Metro News game of the week in Class AA, and they could have picked between this one and another big one, Winfield and Scott. They chose 1 versus 2. Again, John, this is going to be who makes more big plays and who makes fewer mistakes tonight.
It's exactly what I saw on film throughout. We're so evenly matched in the game, and Coach Burdett was right in his interview. It's just going to come down to that. We have to take care of of what we can take care of, and the chips will fall where they may. Just an exciting time for Roane County football, though. And Coach Burdett talked about this. He said this has been 13 years in the making, and everybody that steps onto this football field here tonight for Roane County knows how big this is. But this is a very relaxed, savvy group of young men that we have here.
This is an incredible coaches matchup. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But while we have a few moments, let's take a look at the starting lineups as we have them on both sides of the ball for both of these teams. Let's start first on offense for this very talented North Marion Huskies offense.
Very physical up front, very disciplined blocking schemes from this front line. You've got a 6'2", 245-pound sophomore Logan Gump at the left tackle. The left guard will be the 6'4", 290-pound senior Nathan Miller. The center tonight, 5'10", 234-pound senior Brandon Matheny. At the right guard spot, it's going to be a 6'2", 235-pound senior Austin McKee. And the right tackle, 5'10", 205 junior Gabe Bland. You're going to see a ton of spread, 3 and 4 wide consistently in this ball game. The two splits tonight, 5'6", 140-pound senior Dylan Higgins and the 6 foot, 175-pound junior Brock Martin. On the inside slot receivers, 6'3", 175-pound junior Landon Koger, and the other slot, 6'1", 190-pound senior Landon Fry. In the backfield, the 5'9", 165-pound senior Aaron Hoffman, and commanding this very potent offense for the Huskies, 6'1", 190-pound senior Casey Miner.
Going to be a very interesting matchup between the two offenses and the two defenses. North Marion averaging 39.6 points per game. This Raider defense gives up the best in AA, 9.6 points per game overall. And again, we talked about the varsity giving up just 32 of the 77 on the year. Defensive end will be Coben Cottrell on one side, 6'2", 220-pound junior. On the opposite side, the senior Andy Jetton, 5'11", 175. Defensive tackles, Jacob Bunner, the senior, 6'2", 285, and junior Noah Jett, 6'2", 270 pounds. Along the linebacking core for the Raiders, Sawyer Hunt, one outside backer, 6'1", 165-pound senior, and Lane Watson on the other side. He is the leading tackler on the team with 57 on the year, 6'2", 210-pound junior. In the middle, the skid steer himself, Clay Walker, the junior, 5'9", 195. Corners in the defensive backfield for Roane County, Brody Proctor, a great freshman season for that young man. He's a 5'8", 150-pounder. On the opposite side, you have Chad Blosser, the junior, 5'10", 130 pounds, a great open field tackler for Chad Blosser. The safeties tonight, Jacob Greathouse, the sophomore, 5'9", 145 pounds, and the senior, Brandon Richardson, 5'7", 160 pounds.
You're going to see a couple of different looks out of this Husky defense. Last week against more of a spread out kind of offense in Hoover, we saw more of a 3 and 4 man fronts. You may see as many as 5 up front. They're going to pack the box when Roane County goes into those heavy sets. But up front for the Huskies, at one end, the 5'10", 234-pound senior Brandon Matheny. In the middle, 6'2", 235-pound senior Austin McKee. And the other defensive tackle, 6'1", 245-pound senior Caleb Spencer. And the kind of hanging end, the linebacker that's going to play up and down, 6'3", 175-pound junior Landon Koger. And don't expect not to see big 78 in the middle, Nathan Miller. He goes 6'4", 290-pound senior. The two linebackers, main in the middle, is you got 6'1", 190-pound senior Casey Miner and 6'1", 180-pound junior Quentin Harbert. The corners on the outside, 5'6", 140-pound senior Dylan Higgins and 6 foot, 175-pound junior Brock Martin. The two kind of hybrid safeties that you're going to see tonight, 5'11", 150-pound junior Trevor Mollett, and the other safety, 5'9", 165-pound senior Aaron Hoffman. The free safety, 6'1", 190-pound senior Landon Fry.
For Roane County, averaging 39.3 points a game themselves along the front line. Big battle here tonight between Roane County's offensive line and the defense of the Huskies. Tyson Freeland, the junior at left tackle, 6'2", 255 pounds. The sophomore Hogan Greathouse at left guard. He is 5'10", 235 pounds. Colton Elliott is your center, the sophomore, 5'9", 230. Right guard, Jacob Bunner, the senior, is 6'2", 285. And the right tackle, Noah Jett, the junior, 6'2", 270 pounds. Your tight end, Coben Cottrell, the junior, is 6'2", 220 pounds. Wide out, Sawyer Hunt, 6'1", 165 pounds senior. You will see both of those guys in the backfield as well. Here is the main backfield. Clay Walker, the skid steer, the fullback, leads this team in pancake blocks with 26 on the year. He's a 5'9", 195-pound junior. Lane Watson, your 6'2", 210-pound junior halfback, and the tailback is Brandon Richardson, the 5'7", 160-pound senior, just 43 yards shy of 1,000 for his senior season. The commander of the offense is the sophomore, Jacob Greathouse, 5'9", 145 pounds, and he is a sophomore. Roane County in the home maroons, all maroon unis here tonight. Jerseys, pants, and helmets, white numbers and letters. Roane across the front of the chest in all caps. Raider R on both sides of the helmet with the thick white stripe down the side. All white jerseys for North Marion. Silver pants with silver helmets trimmed out in a little bit of silver with black numbers and black letters. Let's take a look at this coaching matchup here tonight. Two guys who started very similar pathways. Paul Burdett in his 13th year. He's now 74-56. He's made it to 6 playoff appearances. Darren Hayes now in 15th year at the helm of North Marion, 77-76, but I broke it down. His first 7 years, 0 playoff appearances. He was just 22-48. Kept the faith, kept building and building. In the last 7 years, he's made 6 playoff appearances, a semifinal last year, and his record 55-28 overall. These two programs right now, John, are playing high-level football.
But not only that, but these guys, they talk every week. They've become very good friends throughout their coaching careers. They talk every week. One thing I want to touch on is the crowd here tonight, Drew. People have shown up. We asked them to do that Wednesday night. Businesses all around town decorated throughout the week. There was a challenge. That just goes to show what the community can do for these young men here tonight in the biggest game here at Roane County High School history.
The crowd has absolutely come. If you're not able to be here, we do understand. We appreciate you joining us in all manner that you can. Want to say thank you once again to the staff, Jorge and his crew at Route 33 Steakhouse. We know that they are inviting a ton of people over for the broadcast tonight at Route 33 Steakhouse. Looking forward to watching this big matchup between number 1 North Marion and number 2 Roane County. The Raiders have won the toss. It looks as if they will elect to go on offense to begin.
Fans everywhere. You got people just touching down in Atlanta watching the game from the airport. It looks like Coach Lance. I'm going to give a big shout out real quick, though, to my guy, Seth Greathouse, one of the biggest fans of Roane County at home watching.
An atmosphere we have built over many, many years, and you can hear the faithful on the Raiders sideline. North Marion bringing a pretty healthy crowd with a 2-hour-plus trip down I-79 south. We expect that there is a slight amount of rain in the forecast tonight, although very little chance. There may be a few passing showers. We hope that there isn't much, and we are ready to go here tonight. I know that the faithful here at Roane County are ready. I know North Marion is ready. I know both teams are ready to go. My hope is that we have a high-level football game tonight, and everybody comes out healthy regardless of the outcome. North Marion will take the field first. It will be Brady Anderson, the 6'3", 170-pound junior, set to do the kicking for North Marion. It will sail from right to left across your radio dial if you're listening, if you're watching us as well from our vantage point high above the 50-yard line. Brandon Richardson and Lane Watson back deep to receive. The officials huddled on the R. And as soon as they break the huddle, we are ready to go. You can feel the intensity in the air tonight.
Big energy here in the stadium.
I think it's a big deal for the officials as well. We've got 7 guys out here to keep an eye on this ball game.
Officials have gotten in place. Anderson ready to kick. Just waiting for the whistle. Number 1 and number 2 in Class AA begins now. Anderson, short approach, high, shallow kick. That will land at the 20, a good hop. Watson up the middle to the 30, to the 40, to the 43-yard line, and tremendous field position for the Raiders.
That time the wall set up nice. It was just kind of a wedge. Lane picked his spot and got there. Great field position for the Raiders here.
A chess match brewing between Roane County and North Marion. Both offenses, both defenses, high quality. Raiders will start the first possession of the game at their own 42. Sophomore Jacob Greathouse entering the huddle. Roane County talks about the running game, a war of attrition. They'll start with an I formation, 2 receivers split to the left. Richardson comes across in motion. He'll go through. Greathouse turns hands. That is Watson at the line of scrimmage. He may have one, and that would be it. Very good diagonal attack. Again, that is an aggressive linebacking crew for Coach Darren Hayes.
And that's what we saw last year against this Husky team. They really do a good job up front of setting themselves up, but the linebackers do a great job of coming off of the hip of the defensive tackles.
Near hash between the 42 and 43, second down and almost 10. Raiders will move into the heavy package. Richardson, first man through. Richardson to the secondary. Richardson spins at the midfield stripe, and he will pick up first down yardage for the Raiders.
B-Rich, very slow to start there, but picked the absolute right time to speed things up. First down for the Raiders. Noah Hess on the stop for the Huskies.
1 minute going by in the opening possession here between number 1 North Marion and number 2 Roane County. Richardson will split wide to the left side. 3 in the backfield, including Coben Cottrell. It'll be Watson, the handoff to the outside of the tackle. He'll pick up a couple, give him maybe 3, and that will be where he will be dropped by the defense.
Just a good, tough run by Lane. As Fry was the one that came down and made the initial hit on Lane and had a little bit of help from his buddies. They're wrapping these guys up, but Roane County, I like what their offensive line is doing here so far.
Second down and a long 7, short 8 for the Raider offense inside the 45 of North Marion. Raiders with 3 in the backfield. Greathouse trying to get the front line to move. They have got 7 across the line. They'll turn, hand it off. That's the fullback. Good handoff, good yardage for the skid steer. Clay Walker, give him 3. It'll bring up third and manageable at about 4 yards.
Caleb Spencer on the stop, number 70. This guy's a big fella, 6'1", 245, but Clay Walker takes it on, no problem.
2 minutes gone by in the opening possession, no score. Raiders attacking at the 41 of North Marion, third down and 4. They need the 37 of the Huskies. 3 in the backfield, handoff, Richardson looking for a hole. None to be had. He will pick up 2. It'll bring up 4th down and short. You imagine that Coach Burdett's being aggressive will go for this.
Yeah, he's going to go for this, I believe. Faith in that offensive line, faith in those lead blockers. You're going to bring in Colton Starcher, the freshman. B-Rich is going to get a breather. Nice hard running so far by Brandon Richardson, though, in between the tackles here this evening.
Again, came in 43 yards shy of 1,000 for his senior season. It will be 4th down and about 1.5 yards for the Raiders, just outside the 38 of North Marion. They need the 37. They'll go heavy. North Marion loading the box. Handoff. Watson towards the line to reach. He's got it. He continues to back down the field, and he will pick up the first down yardage by 1 yard.
Just tough running. Lane Watson was not going to be stopped there. Somebody had a hold of his shoulder pads, and he was still trying to pull out almost the jersey over the head.
Raiders in the midst of now almost a 4-minute opening possession drive, no score. First down and 10 as Roane County moves the chains, advancing in North Marion territory just shy of the Husky 35. Raiders will split Cottrell out to the left. Wing to the near side is Richardson. Look for motion across. Here's the quick hitter to the outside. Richardson with the lead blocker going for the outside edge. He's got 5. He's got more. Shoulder in the defense, and he's got nearly 10.
Great blocking that time. Clay Walker did his job, got outside. B-Rich slowed that thing up just enough to get the corner, and then he laid the wood on whoever it was out there trying to make the stop.
9 unofficially on the carry. It'll be second down and short. Ball resting at the 27 of the Huskies. Left to right, the Raiders are moving here in the opening possession. No score, 4 minutes plus into the first drive. Sawyer Hunt now splits to the right. 3 in the backfield. Greathouse surveying the landscape. Under center he goes, turns hands. That's Richardson again. B-Rich splits a couple tackles at the 25 and shows his strength at 165 down to the 20-yard line and inside the 20.
Just when you thought he was going to be stood up, he said, no, sir. I'm going to continue to move my legs here on the replay. Kind of a slow jump cut here in the hole, and just keeps on moving. Noah Hess with the touchdown-saving tackle.
We broke the tackle of the big 6'1", 245 lineman in Caleb Spencer. Raiders move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 18. 7:20 and rolling. Opening possession of the game, no score. Raiders will move back to the I formation with Richardson at a near side wing. Pitch to the near side. Richardson looking for the edge, and the ball comes loose. It's out of bounds, though, and Roane County will just barely keep possession.
Ooh. Everybody in the stadium held their breath right there. The ball was just kind of poked out. It bounced a couple times inbounds, and Minor got his hands on it, but whew, Roane County keeps a hold of the football.
A breath of relief for the Raiders and Brandon Richardson. The good part is he fumbled it forward out of bounds. 2nd down and 7. Ball resting just shy of the North Marion 15-yard line. We're now 5 minutes in to the opening possession of the ball game. 3 in the backfield, including Cottrell. They'll turn, they'll give. That's Watson. Lane fighting forward, carrying defenders with him. The ball comes loose. It's on the ground, picked up by the Raiders. And into the end zone goes Hogan Greathouse. Did they call him down?
I believe they called Watson down before the ball came out.
Oh, no.
Hogan Greathouse. Johnny on the spot came down the field, scooped it, scored it. They called Watson down, though. After about a 5-yard carry, we'll take that, but a big play opportunity for the sophomore.
Shoo. Yeah, Lane fighting for extra yardage, and number 70, Spencer, hit the ball out.
Well, you can see what they're trying to do. Yeah. North Marion trying to strip at the ball. 3rd down and 3, just shy of the 10. 3 across in the backfield. This is going to be Clay Walker. Fights through the first tackle. He's got the 1st down. And the Raiders will have a 1st and goal with 6:26 on a rolling first quarter clock, nearly 6 minutes into this opening drive. No score. And Roane County with a 1st and goal at the North Marion 7. This is where you have to finish drives if you are the Raiders.
Well, so far, the offensive line has been doing their job and opening up seams for these running backs.
Greathouse under center with 3 in the backfield. It's going to be Watson trying to find a hole. Puts a shoulder down. Helmet comes flying off at about the 3-yard line. That was a North Marion silver coming off. These two teams hitting hard early. Watson just kind of ducked down and tried to get out of view from the defense, and he'll pick up a couple. Brings up 2nd and goal from just inside the Husky 5. Hunt splits to the right, 3 across in the backfield. Handoff Watson again. He's towards the end zone, and he will be stopped short at the 6-inch line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 6-inch line.
Yeah, Lane's giving it all he's got there. That time Fry stood him up, and the ball is resting so close to the goal line.
Raiders going quickly. They want to try to catch North Marion tired. There's Watson towards the end zone, and he is in. At first, he did not have it. The first hit was shy, and he continued to turn the feet. And Roane County, a tremendous opening drive of nearly 7 minutes.
Right here, it's just heavy. And Lane's going to go into the end zone. He's going to fight through. He knew he had it. Looked at the official and flipped the ball over. Coben Cottrell to do the kicking here for the Raiders.
Raiders attempting the extra point from scrimmage. The snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. It's through. That's a big thing that Coach Burnett talked about. We'll talk about it after these breaks. Roane County leading 7-0.
It's football season, and the team at Jack Garrett Ford in Spencer are ready to get you a touchdown deal on a car or truck. Coach Q, Big Deal Ben, Auto Nathan, and introducing Showtime Sheldon. Football season is the perfect time to get your best deal on the new or used Ford of your dreams at West Virginia's oldest continuous running Ford dealership. Broncos, F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, and more. And has never been a better time to trade. All roads lead to Jack Garrett Ford, where after 65 years, customer satisfaction is still standard.
A tremendous opening drive for Roane County, Matt White. Nearly 7 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, that was a fantastic drive. 14 plays to go 58 yards, 6:38 off the clock. Lane Watson with a 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point kick good. 7-0. Roane County strikes first.
John Penna, Coach Barbadette was very candid about the special teams. He said last year that was a point that did not help the cause in that 13-12 loss.
Yeah, so far, Roane County, the ball game is going the way that they like it. They're running the football very well, and now it's time to see what the number one defense in the state can do against the Huskies.
A dangerous Husky unit, including Casey Minor, the senior. Back deep to receive will be Aaron Hoffman, the senior, and Colby Van Glider. Left to right, it will sail off the foot of Cottrell. Coben attacks, leg in, high, angled kick, taken at the 4-yard line, up the hash. Looking for room to run, looking to bounce it out, will not do it to the 25 before nothing but maroon jerseys come and gobble up the return man.
Great coverage that time. The freshman Colton Starcher in there to make the first initial contact. Bradley Mason there to help out, making a tackle as well.
Apologize, that was Trevor Mullet, the junior. I apologize. I saw 1-4, it was just 4. 1st and 10 for a very solid North Marion offense at their own 25.5. Right to left, they will travel. 7-0 Raiders here with 5:14 remaining in the first. They're going to spread it out with twins to both sides. Hoffman to the left of the shotgun. Minor smacks the hands together, a high snap over his head. He gathers it up, fires a great pass to the outside. He's got his open target and a big play there for Landon Fry. Boy, Minor, and that is what he can do. That was a tough snap over his head. He gathered it on a good hop, turned, and knew he had his man open.
Yeah, that time Brody Proctor on coverage there on Fry. Didn't break down well, but actually came back in and helped make the tackle there with Brandon Richardson.
Again, this is a dangerous offense led by a dangerous quarterback. 3 split to the left to the near side. Snap back to Minor. He'll hand it off. Hoffman's got lots of room to the outside. He goes down the sideline. 1 man to beat, and 2 plays is all it takes for the Huskies as they will fight back.
And that time just an RPO play, and you can see the wheels of Huffman as he got past the linebackers, and the secondary was not able to catch up there. So that's going to quiet the crowd down just a little bit.
Methodical versus quick strike on the first possessions. Set to do the kicking, Brady Anderson. Roane County leading 7-6 at the moment. Again, special teams, that third cog of football is important. Anderson, leg in, towards the right upright. Does it stay in? No, it is wide right. And the Raiders hold on to a 1-point advantage with 4:43 left in the first.
Hungry? There's only one place to go to satisfy a hunger that big, any time of the day or night. McDonald's in Spencer. Choose from the famous Big Mac, quarter pounder with cheese, add fries and sweet tea, and you've got a meal that can't be beat. Start your day off right with the best breakfast in town. McDonald's in Spencer. Egg McMuffin, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, hot cakes, sausage burrito, add a cup of premium coffee and a hash brown. Great prices every day. McDonald's in Spencer. I'm loving it, and so will you.
The Huskies wasting 0 time coming back into the ball game. Matt White, just 2 plays.
Yeah, they wasted 39 seconds is all it took for 75 yards. 2 plays. Big run there from Aaron Hoffman, 50 yards for the touchdown. Extra point kick was off the mark, so Roane County now with a 7-6 lead as the Huskies strike back quickly.
John, you mentioned with watching Hoffman in the end of that North Marion Herbert Hoover game, he was very good in the end of that ball game, and he showed his wheels on that play. Just a little bit of a trap play, and he found himself wide open on the sidelines, checking on an injured Raider player. That is Brody Proctor. Roane County thin in the secondary already, John, so that is a tough loss if he cannot come back.
Yeah, I looked down, and he was holding on to the lower leg, and you can see not really putting any weight on right now, so that's going to hurt the secondary of Roane County, but Coach Peary's been great this season with his defense, so we'll see who the next guy is to have to step up.
North Marion taking the field. Anderson set to do the kicking. Roane County leading by 1 point, 7-6. Appreciate everyone joining us on both sides. We've got a lot of Husky fans out there. We do appreciate you all joining in. Glad that we could cover this for those who could not make the long trek down I-79 South. They're going to check on Proctor as he is being helped off of the field. And hopefully that young man is okay. Back deep to receive. Watson and Richardson. This is a high, deep kick. It'll be Richardson at the 15. Brandon straight up the gut, looking for room. He's got a lot of it. Richardson breaks free. Richardson past the 40, past the 30. Richardson, he is gone.
Wow. Up the gut. No flags. And touchdown, Roane County. That's the way to get the momentum back and the crowd back going in the Roane County Raiders section. Replay right here. The crowd's going so crazy that it's shaking the camera. But be rich. Into the end zone. Cash money.
We mentioned big plays. Who would make more of them? It seems as if these two teams are going to be relentless in big plays tonight. After a near 7-minute opening possession, all it took was a return by Brandon Richardson, and Roane County's back up 13-6. Snap, the hold, the kick, blocks, and it's a 7-point ball game. What a crazy start to this number 1 versus number 2 matchup. 4:30 left in the first. We'll be back.
McIntosh Hardware, Furniture, and Appliance, the store that has it all. From quality furniture, Lazy Boy, Serta, Catnapper, appliances, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid, and McIntosh offers setup and removal, power equipment, Echo, Troy-Built, and in-house service, hardware, tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, pipes, and fittings. McIntosh Hardware and Appliance, 204 Market Street in Spencer, 304-927-2700. Find us on Facebook for more great deals.
It might as well be the 4th of July, Matt White. Fireworks here in the first quarter.
Yeah, big comeback play there from Brandon Richardson. Takes that kick return right up the gut, about 85 yards. Roane County back in business now, 13-6, after the extra point kick was blocked.
2 big extra point opportunities. One missed for Anderson and North Marion, and one blocked by North Marion. 13-6 Raiders, left to right. This will sail. Cottrell approaches, leg in, high, end over end kick, taken by Mullet this time at the 10-yard line. Takes it towards the outside edge, cuts it back into the teeth. Past the 30, out to about the 33-yard line, and the quick strike offense of the Huskies will take over for their second possession.
Sophomore Cooper Greathouse in there on the stop for the Raiders. Nice job of wrapping up and making the tackle.
First down and 10 on the far hash, right to left. The Huskies travel in the second possession. Roane County leading 13-6. Still 4 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first quarter.
Winfield leading Scott now 14-6.
Empty backfield, 3 to the left, 2 to the right for Minor in the shotgun. Snap, looking to the wide side, darts it out there, got his target. Great coverage, but again, that's what they like to do, is get these young and old receivers in space.
Just kind of an out route there. You're going to look at this defense and see a little bit of different looks. You're going to have Coben Cottrell in coverage. You're going to have Lane Watson in coverage. So Leland Schaefer's going to go out there and play that far side defensive end.
Hey, you got to take Sawyer Hunt into the defensive backfield. Running back in the backfield now. Minor hands it off. Hoffman with a huge open spot to the 50. He goes. He'll break another one to the 40, to the 30, to the 25. And out of bounds goes Hoffman. He has in 2 plays killed Roane County.
Yeah, a few fellows over the week that I've talked to were talking about how their passing game of North Marion has been like the deal. I'm like, listen, you got to watch 21. He has some serious speed.
Huge gain for Hoffman into Roane County territory at the 24. And the Huskies trying to get it back immediately once again. Twins to both sides of the line. Lead blocker up in front is Landon Fry. Snapped and a direct keeper. This is Minor. He's dangerous. Breaks it to the outside of the 10. Cuts it back at the 5. Tripped up at the 3. He is so dangerous when he breaks that first level.
What's impressive is how the offensive line sealed that hole off for Minor. Everybody knew that he was going to get the ball there because he had that lead back in front. Nice touchdown saving tackle there by Chad Blosser.
Raiders will bring their hefty package in defensively to try to hold this North Marion team out of the end zone. 3:20 and rolling, 13-6 Raiders.
You got Hogan Greathouse and Freeland checking in on the defensive front.
Twins both sides. You've got Hoffman in the slot to the near side. Watch for him. Minor, ever dangerous. Hoffman across in motion. Minor's going to keep to the near side, looking for room to run. Nowhere to be found. Lane Watson, tremendous ankle pick takedown.
Yep, takedown 2, we call it that. We call that in the wrestling mat. But could have been a hold on the outside here. Noah Jett was getting held there. No call. It's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
From the 4-yard line near hash, 13-6 Raiders. We're in the first quarter. Number 1 and number 2 battling it out. They'll send 3 receivers out to the right side. Hoffman to the right of the quarterback. Minor's going to keep it himself off tackle and untouched into the end zone. That front line of the offense, they're big, they're physical, they're athletic, and they made a big hole for Minor.
They move together and seal off a block. Roane County still with the 1-point advantage.
Well, that's an eerie score on the board.
Yes.
Last year, Roane County losing to this North Marion team in the quarters, 13-12. Anderson set for another extra point attempt. Good snap, good hold. And this one is up and just barely squeaks through the right, and we are tied. What a first quarter, and there's still 2:25 left.
Hey guys, this is Shannon from Miller Steels and Deals. We have all your shopping needs, from the bedroom to the kitchen, bathroom, and laundry room. We've got you covered. Looking for furniture or even maybe a gift card? Come on by Miller Steels and Deals on Mount Zion Ridge in the Old Armory Building. Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5 for the best prices around. Give us a call, 304-804-6006.
Well, Matt White, the vaunted Raider defense providing not much in return for this very good, very dangerous North Marion offense.
Well, at least forced them to go 5 plays this time before covering 66 yards, 2:05 off the clock. Casey Minor with the 4-yard touchdown run. The extra point kick was up and good, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game, 13-all.
What a great quarter.
Yeah, we've mentioned that this was going to be who made more big plays. Well, right now, it's even in big plays. Roane County will take possession. 2:25 on the first quarter clock. We're tied at 13. Watson and Richardson back deep. B. Rich taking one to the house against Anderson and the kick coverage unit on the last kickoff. Anderson's going to angle this one towards B. Rich again at the 17. Brandon taking his time, looking for a place to go, and he doesn't have it, and he will make it to the 30. Looking for some sort of hole to open, and it just never came to fruition. So the Raiders will begin possession number 3 at their own 30.
That time, Casey Minor, the quarterback, in on special teams, makes the stop on B. Rich.
Just an incredible team leader for this Husky program. Led them last year over Roane County right here and into the semifinals as a junior. He's back here as a tremendous senior. Roane County, a tremendous sophomore entering the huddle, Jacob Greathouse.
Sensational.
Left to right for the final 2 minutes, 19 seconds of the first quarter. Tied at 13 apiece. Greathouse under center, turns, gives. That's Watson. Lane cuts it back against the defense. Fighting for yardage. Hold on to that football, young man. You can see those Huskies ripping and tearing at the football. Watson, with his strength, picks up 6.
Yeah, he just said, no, I'm not going to go down on the first contact. Noah Hess, the 120-pound state champion AA last year, is playing safety for North Marion. He came down and tried to wrap Lane up. Didn't happen single-handedly.
Second down and 4, just past the Raider 35 at the 36. Raiders look to be going back to this methodical style offense. They want to limit possessions. Obviously, North Marion is dangerous offensively. 7 total plays on offense for North Marion. Another handoff, Watson, into a pile of white jerseys. That'll be no gain. 3rd down and about 4.
Yeah, Hoffman there, number 21, that versatile running back. Well, guess what? On defense, he's there to meet the play. I think you're going to get a lot of Lane Watson here tonight, as hard as he runs against a very good defense.
They will actually give Lane a yard on the play. 3rd down and a long 3. They need the 40 as the clock winds down here in the first quarter, nearing 1 minute. 13-13 your score. Extra blocker in for the Raiders. On the front is Colton Starcher. Turn, hands, that's Coben Cottrell to the outside, and he'll be down shy of the 1st down by about 1.5 yards. And it'll be decision time for Coach Paul Burdett here.
On this side of the field with that offense, you probably want to look to get this thing on the opposite side of the field to give your defense a long field to go against.
Well, Raiders going to show that they're going for it. We'll see if they choose to or if they just attempt to try to get this defensive front knocked off of their positioning. Greathouse, the hard count. North Marion does not go. 5 on the clock. Greathouse under center. He'll turn. He'll hand off. Watson, he does not have it. The Raiders get nothing, and North Marion makes the biggest first play on defense of the night. That was bunched up. The Huskies had 7 in the box, and they brought the other 2 downhill from the outside, and Watson came into a pile. There was nothing there. He'll get nothing, and it'll be a turnover on downs at the Roane County 39 with 4 on the first quarter clock.
That time the defensive front just a little lower than our offensive line, clogged it up, and then the linebackers came in and cleaned that thing up. Roane County's defense here needs to get stout.
Minor into the shotgun. It's an empty backfield. 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the short side. Final play of the first quarter, and they've got movement, and that will move the Huskies back 5 yards. Had a receiver on the far side move when a motion man came. Huskies will be moved back to the Roane County 44-yard line. And now we may have the final play of the first quarter. They'll stick with the 3 wide to the right and 2 bunched to this near side. The offensive skill set looking over to Coach Darren Hayes. They'll get the call. Minor from the shotgun. Roane County with just 5 in the box. They're going to motion Calger to the near side. Now turning back to the far side. Minor wanted him first. He'll launch it deep down the sideline. Roane County in and out of the hands of the target. Defensively, Coben Cottrell there to jump and leap with Fry, and Fry comes down with it for the touchdown.
Yeah, Coben step for step and went up to high point it. The ball just went through his hands and into the hands of number 13, Fry, for the touchdown.
He was step for step, as you mentioned, and he leaped, I think, about the right time, but the ball sailed over his outstretched hand and into the hand of Fry. That is what Casey Minor can do. He is so accurate. That's going to be good. Roane County now blocking the extra point and another big special teams play, so it remains a 6-point ball game. Final play of the first quarter. Roane County, number 2, trailing number 1, 19-13.
Let Many Hamilton Health System be your choice when you or your family member has had a major illness or injury and needs extended rehabilitation and or therapy. Our swing bed program makes it possible to recover closer to your home.
System, better healthcare, better living. System, your partner in health.
We have bunched an entire ball game of big plays into the first quarter. Unfortunately for Roane County, one more big play for Casey Minor and the Husky offense. Roane County went for it on 4th and 1 from their own 39-yard line. Did not get it. And the next play after the 5-yard false start penalty, Minor finds Fry down the sideline. A tremendous pass just over the outstretched hands of Coben Cottrell.
Great defense, just
fireworks.
Yeah.
Just nothing but fireworks here in this first quarter.
You know, I thought, look at these defensive numbers for both these teams. I don't think that the defensive numbers are going to hold because these are two just tremendous offenses, and so far we're getting a lot of offensive firepower. Raiders will send Watson and Richardson back deep to receive the kick from Anderson. Raiders attacking now in the second quarter from right to left. Anderson has gone the way of Richardson the last couple of times. He'll do it again. Nope, this time it'll be Watson at the 11. Lane up the hash. Lane breaks free again. Lane to the 40. Past the 40 to the 42. A couple of big returns here tonight for Roane County.
Yeah, good field position here. And it looks like Hoffman and Hess make the tackle on Lane. So Roane County, we saw what they were able to do there with the ball. They were great with heavy there in that first drive.
Again, it's going to be a battle throughout this ball game with the front line of Roane County and the defense so aggressive of the Huskies. They know Roane County wants to run it, so they're going to load the box throughout this ball game. And now Roane County is going to empty the backfield. They've got 5 wide, but they're all within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. All bunched in. Now Richardson across in motion. They'll fake the give. One-on-one. They're going to throw it deep down the field. Watson trying to come back and cannot get away from the defensive back. Physical play on the outside by North Marion's DB there.
Yeah, the Huskies defensive tackle, number 78, Miller, was right there breathing down Jacob's neck. Jacob couldn't get everything on the ball that he wanted to. Nice coverage downfield, though, on Lane.
Yeah, that was Brock Martin, the 6 foot, 175-pound junior. Get a little more on that. Lane can actually try to make a move. Second down, 10 from the 42 of Roane County. They'll stay empty. Richardson across. Here's a missed snap, and Greathouse running for his life, and he will make a business decision to drop to his rear. He had nothing but big white jerseys coming at him.
Yeah, the ball just out of the hands of the sophomore quarterback, Greathouse. It's going to put Roane County behind the chains.
A third down and very, very long. We'll call it 3rd and 18 for the Raiders. 11:20 and rolling. Second quarter action. Roane County trails 19-13. North Marion stout on defense the last couple of possessions. Held Roane County on a 4th and short. Roane County with a 3rd and long. Whistles come in. And a timeout called by North Marion. We'll take it with them. You're watching Raider football on WVRC.
For the next few seconds, picture yourself retired. What do you see? What sounds do you hear? How do you feel? However you picture your retirement, planning early is the best way to make it happen. And State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels is here in Spencer to help. He can chat with you about the kind of retirement that you want and then help you find the best ways to save for it. A little today can add up to a lot tomorrow. So get started now. Call State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels in Spencer at 304-927-5680 and picture yourself happy. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Roane County having a bit of trouble here navigating the North Marion defense. They went for it on 4th down the previous possession, did not get it on 4th and 1. One play later, North Marion takes the lead with a Minor to Frey catch for the touchdown. Now Roane County, after the sack on Jacob Greathouse, facing a 3rd and 18 from their own 35. They need the 48 of the Huskies, trailing 19-13, 11:04 mark of the second quarter. Empty backfield again. Snap back. Here's a quick slip screen. Watson, nowhere to go. That is Minor right there on him. And Roane County will pick up 2 and no more.
That's going to be Casey Minor's 5th tackle of the first half. He diagnosed that play very quickly, and that's just playing quarterback at a linebacker position. Roane County looks to punt here, though.
They are going to be forced out of offensive possession here. It'll be Fry back deep. Cottrell standing at the Roane County 23-yard line. Again, Roane County last year, all sorts of special teams issue, including that really, really tough block punt late in the ball game. Cottrell lays into this one, high into the night sky. Fry over at the 24. He'll return it. Fry breaks a tackle at the 30. To the sideline he goes, to the 45. Shoulder into the defender near the midfield stripe. And it will be good field position for the for the Huskies.
Yeah, I made that mistake as well.
I've still got Mingo on my head for some reason.
You know, North Marion, Mingo, whatever it is. That time, that punt set up pretty nice for Fry. He was able to break a tackle and get down the sideline. Roane County's defense has to diagnose what this potent offense is going to be able to do here.
They have scored 3 on just 8 total plays. 2, 5, and 1 for the offense of the Huskies. And they've got it in Roane County territory to begin drive number 4. Roane County trailing 19-13, 10.5 remaining in the first half. 3 wide to the near side, 1 to the far side. Hoffman in the backfield. He'll take the handoff. He's got big yardage on first. Give him 6 past the Roane County 45 down near the 43.
Lane Watson in there on the tackle. So a decent first down pickup for North Marion.
When you look across the offense and the skill position players that North Marion has, they are loaded. Perhaps none better, though, than the one that has it in his hand every single play in Casey Minor. Second down 4 from the Roane County 43. Twins to both sides with a wing to the near side. They'll motion Hoffman across. They'll fake the give. Minor, a 5-step drop, looking over the middle. He's got his target wide open as Calger down the sideline inside the Raider 10. It'll be first and goal as Calger found himself wide open at the 20.
That was a nice fake setup. Minor just held on to the ball as long as he needed to let his receiver to get open there. Be Rich on the coverage. He caught up and made the tackle, but too late as North Marion's right there, knocking at the door.
Yeah, give credit to their O-line. They gave Minor all sorts of time. First and goal for North Marion, leading 19-13. Whistle comes in. Flag from the back judge as well. Roane County will burn a timeout before the play happens. 9:08 left in the half. Roane County trailing 19-13, trying to hold on 4 downs.
Did you know that now is the perfect time to list your piece of property? The weather is peachy, the inviting summer foliage has bloomed, and buyers are lining up to purchase your land. I'm Jordan Spears with Old Fences Realty, and I am dedicated to making the selling process a breeze for my clients. Keep your summer relaxing and allow me to use our worldwide extensive advertising to market and sell your home. Don't wade through the housing market alone. Call me, Jordan Spears, today for a free, without obligation, pre-listing consultation. Broker David M. Greenlee.
North Marion showing up and showing out offensively so far. They have been big play, John Penna. 8 plays offensively for 3 scores, and now they have run just 1 more to get into the 10-yard line area, and it is now first and goal at the 4.
Yeah, after film session last week, watching North Marion and Hoover, North Marion turned the ball over on the first 2 possessions, was still able to come back and win that ball game. So that told me all I needed to know about what their offense was able to do.
10 plays, 226 yards.
Empty backfield on first and goal, and a penalty comes in again by the back judge. He couldn't wait. He said, I'm going to call a penalty.
Good ball, illegal substitution, defense, 12 players on the field.
Now, Roane County, well, you know, you can't really do that to try to stop them. I think 12 on the field is illegal. So Roane County, after a timeout, that's got to frustrate Coach Peary, the defensive coordinator, as he sends his team on and there's an extra player on the field. That'll move it to the 1.5-yard line. Minor goes under center for the first time, goes off tackle and into the end zone. And this Husky offense is rolling right along, John Penna.
Yeah, very slick move that time by Minor. Lane Watson came down into the box and looked like he was going to come straight into that A gap. Minor did a jab step and went around and scored the touchdown. This is a very good offense, and that offensive line is absolutely eating right now.
With a couple of issues on extra points, they're going to go for 2 to try to make it 27-13 and make it 14 for the lead. Minor in the shotgun. Calgar in motion from the near side. Now he'll traverse back to the other side. Here's a high snap way back into the backfield. Minor tried to keep it alive and then finally dives on it. No good for the extra point, and still it is a 12-point lead for the Huskies. 25-13. We'll be back after this message.
Want to look good and feel good? Then stop by and see John Penna at Penna's Barbershop in Spencer on Main Street. Want a guaranteed spot? You can set up an appointment, but if time is not an option, walk-ins are always welcome. Traditional haircuts, no problem. Tapers, high and tight, flat tops, and beard trims. Or if you're looking for something new, he can do that too. Custom designs, burst fades, and mullets. That's right, West Virginia Waterfall. Keeping you styling and profiling. Penna's Barbershop has been a proud supporter of Roane County and Raider athletics since 2009. Penna's Barbershop on Main Street in Spencer. Stop in, call, or text at 304-531-4218.
Well, Matt White, it was a battle of big plays in the first quarter. Unfortunately for Roane County offensively, they have cooled off. North Marion, meanwhile, has not.
Yeah, they just keep right on rolling. Another 3-play drive, 49 yards, 1:05 off the clock. Casey Minor with a 1-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion attempt, no good. North Marion extending their lead 25-13. We'll see how the Raiders respond.
Early in this ball game, 9:08 still remaining in the second quarter. Roane County, a lot of time. They've just got to get back on track here, try to switch the momentum a little bit in their favor. Anderson set to do the kicking. Watson, Richardson back deep. Anderson approaches, high, end over end kick. It'll be Watson at the 13. Lane up the side, cuts it into the grain at the 30, and he'll dive out to the 32, and that's where Roane County will begin.
That time Lane was looking for somewhere to go. That Husky the Husky kickoff team really did a good job of closing that up quickly.
Roane County going to have to find something offensively, of course, across the front line. You've got bigs on the other side, and you got great linebackers. So Roane County's just got to find hat on hat and try to give these guys some room to run.
Here we go, back to heavy.
1st and 10 from the 32 of Roane County. Handoff, Richardson to the outside. Now cuts it back against the grain. Past the 35. He'll pick up good yardage on first down.
That's what was working on that first drive for Roane County, that heavy package. We stuck with it. We've changed some things up just a little bit. I like what Coach Burdett's doing here by going back to what's worked.
Yeah, the Raiders on the second drive after they went for the ball, they went for it on 4th down and didn't get it. They went 5 wide, although they were bunched close to the line, and nothing really worked with that one. So back to heavy for Roane County. Sawyer Hunt splits out to the right side. Greathouse under center on 2nd down and a long 6. Pitch to the outside. Richardson looking for the room to run. He'll cut it back near the first down at the 42. It will depend on the spot. 8-10 and rolling here in the second quarter. Roane County down 2 scores, 25-13. They're going to go quick. They will give Richardson the first down. Raiders moving quick. This is Watson. Watson breaks the front line, and he'll pick up 3 hard yards out to the 46. 3 in a cloud of dust, John Penna.
That's what this offense is built to do. I like how Roane County is starting to win back the line of scrimmage with the tough running of our running backs. I like how we got to the outside edge there with Brandon Richardson because our running backs get out and block great.
Watson nearly got 4 on that play. It'll be a long 6 for the Raiders. Just outside Roane County's 46-yard line. Here's the pitch near side. Richardson waiting for it to develop. Follows his lead blocker. Busts through down the sideline at the 30-yard line. Ripped out of bounds. by Noah Hess. Roane County wants a little extra there. I think that was just a pretty good tackle that looked bad.
Yeah, it did. I love how Brandon Richardson is just slowing his pace. He finds the hole. He cuts down the sideline, and Hess goes for the tackle, but maybe the hand up around the face mask.
Raiders going quickly. Watson with the handoff down to the 25. Give him a couple. And with 7:05 and rolling, Roane County into the territory of the Huskies, trailing 25-13. Trying to get back on track offensively. Second down and 8. Here's a quick hit look. Greathouse looking to throw it. It's out of his hands. Is it a loose ball or is it an incomplete pass? That's the question.
No signal yet. I don't think it was a fumble. I think it was an incomplete pass.
They were looking for a quick hitter, almost like a hot pass on the outside, and they will call it an incomplete pass. They were looking for Richardson on the outside, John. He was double covered. That was a dangerous throw had it got down the field.
Yeah.
So I suppose a best case scenario for the Raiders, as it will be 3rd down and 8. And now the lead official, the White Hat, going to go tell Coach Darren Hayes that they called this incomplete, saying that the arm was moving forward. And from a distance, you can see Coach Hayes not happy about that, to say the least.
Yeah, not sure on the replay. It looks like he was going through the throwing motion. I've been confused since the Tom Brady tuck rule about this whole passing thing.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 8 from the 27 of North Marion. 6:49 left in the half. Roane County trailing by 2 scores, 25-13. 4-down territory for the Raiders. Trying to get back on track here. Greathouse will go under center. The snap, the give. Watson bounces it outside. Breaks a tackle near the 20-yard line. It'll be 4th down, and we'll call it about 3 yards. Good tackle on the edge by Hess as he pulled Watson backwards to keep him from getting to the 20. It'll be 4th down and 3. They're going to call him down at the 21.5. Big play here for the Roane County offense. They missed on a 4th and 1 late in the first quarter, and the Huskies scored on the next play. Roane County needs this one. 6:10 and rolling. Trailing 25-13. Greathouse under center. Whistles, and I think we're going to get ourselves a timeout. Roane County saw the play clock running down. They want to be sure on this 4th down play. Big play coming here. Roane County down 25-13.
Hello, my name is Philip Deaver. I am running for Roane County Sheriff in 2024. I have been and will continue working to regain the community's respect, trust, and faith. Your vote in May of 2024 would be greatly appreciated.
Paid for by the candidate. We have got a slugfest here between number 1 North Marion and number 2 Roane County. The Raiders, a couple of possessions offensively that got nothing. They went for it on 4th and 1 from their own 39, didn't get it. The Huskies score immediately. Roane County on the next possession kind of went away from the heavy look, and it did not produce anything. They had to punt it away. The Huskies on a couple more plays score again. So Coach Burdett said, hey, we're going to live and die by running the football with a heavy look no matter what, and they have a 4th and 3 from the Husky 21.5.
Yeah, I like taking the football and going right at this defense. It was very successful on the first drive of the game, and now we're looking at a 4th and 3.
Roane County down 25-13, 6:04 left in the half. They need the Husky 19, actually the 18.5. I formation. Snap back. They'll fake the give. Greathouse looking. He's got wide open receivers. He can't see him, though, trying to get away, and he won't. Oh, my goodness. He had Cottrell down the middle, wide open. He had Watson in the flat, but the pressure of the defense, and he could not break to the outside as he has done so many times this year. John, he had 2 options had he had any time to throw it.
Yeah, Austin Miller and a couple other defensive players for the Huskies just right there down his throat. That's a big shot for the Raiders.
A tough finish to what was producing a good drive. The offense stagnant for the third possession. The defense has got to find something here. 1st and 10 for the Huskies with nearly 6 minutes remaining, leading by 2 scores, 25-13. Minor's going to hand it to Hoffman to the outside, and Roane County able to diagnose the handoff. Hoffman limited to just 1.5 yards, maybe 2.
Noah Jett there did a great job, defensive tackle for the Raiders. Made a tackle, made him wrapped him up. That's probably the least yardage that Hoffman's seen on a carry here tonight.
John, I see Brody Proctor, the freshman, on the sideline trying to warm up a little bit. Hopefully we can see that young man back in. Hurt himself on an extra point attempt. 2nd and 8 from the 39 of the Huskies. 3 wide to the near side, 2 to the far side. Empty backfield look. Minor dumps it to the outside. Right there is his target. That's what they do well. It's good coverage from Roane County, but just breaking off the route was Dylan Higgins.
Yeah, that time Chad Blosser played that thing as good as you can when you're looking at a comeback route. You're going to plant your foot. You're coming back to the football. And the way that Minor can put the ball on your number, just a tough play to defend.
It's like he's in a pub in Ireland. He's throwing darts. 3rd down and 1 from the Husky 46-yard line. They need the 47, 4:40 and rolling, 25-13 North Marion. Minor's going to call his own number. He'll pick up the 1st down and no more, give him 3. But again, he is a physical runner. It does put you in the mindset of Jay Hamrick back in the day. He's about a 6-foot, 190-pounder, and he really runs downhill well.
Yeah, he does. And that time, Leland Schaefer, the guy that came in, is playing the defensive end position because we have Coben Cottrell out playing in coverage now. Leland's been playing the defensive end spot very well so far.
Yeah, thin defensive backfield, trying to adjust. Coach Peary, the defensive coordinator. 1st and 10, shy of midfield. Twin receivers both sides. Hoffman to the left. Minor, 3-step drop. Pumps. He'll go throw it deep. Down the field. Greathouse there. Over the head of Greathouse and into the midst of Hess. And that is just what Minor can do. He laid it in there with great coverage. The only man who could have caught it did.
Yeah, that was just ball on the mark. You had Brandon Richardson playing the deep safety there and wasn't able to get over the top quick enough. Minor just sitting back there and picking his spot.
And again, he does not have any pressure right now. That's the credit to the big O-line of the Huskies. 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 14-yard line for the Huskies. They already lead 25-13 with 3:45 and counting here in the first half. Snap back, Minor handing it off. Hoffman looking for room to run, upended by Watson. He'll pick up 3, maybe 4, down near the 11.
Lane playing that position of kind of a hybrid linebacker, hybrid defensive back. He comes down and makes a nice stop.
Plenty of time on the clock. Again, Roane County took the opening possession, 7 minutes and scored, but they will kick it away to this dangerous offense to begin the second half. Can the Roane County defense that has been so good in the red zone for the last couple of years step up big here? 2nd down and 7. They'll motion a man into the backfield. That's Mullet. They'll hand it off to Mullet. Off tackle, big gain for Mullet down near the 1st down line. He'll be short at about the 5. About a half a yard remaining on this 3rd and short.
Nice wrinkle.
Huskies now being relatively methodical after that big strike from Minor to Hess. 2.5 remaining, and the clock is melting. 3rd down and a half yard. Mullet back into the backfield again. Now Minor up to the line. He'll keep it himself. Flag coming in, though. And a false start being whistled. Minor maybe a little quick to make that move.
Yeah, it looked to be. Maybe the offensive lineman out of the corner of their eye saw Minor come up quickly. It make you flinch a little bit.
Now that gives Roane County a little breathing room on 3rd down and now 6. Just outside of the 10 is where it is marked. They need the 4 And the clock continuing to churn, nearing 2 minutes left here in the half. Roane County down 25-13. Minor with twins to both sides and a wing to the left. Mullet in motion. He'll go across this time. Now Roane County jumping on the outside, and they'll get it back. Richardson was trying to time that one, John.
Yeah, he was looking to come off the edge as fast as he could. Guarantee you he's seen something on film and said, I'm going to blow this thing up before it gets started.
Unfortunately, he got there early, and it will give back the 5 lost on the false start. So 3rd down and very, very short at the 5. They need the 4, maybe the 4.5. Clock will roll with 1:59 left in the half. Roane County trailing 25-13. The offense started so blistering hot and methodical and then staggering for their most recent 3 drives. Meanwhile, it was all fireworks for North Marion until this drive. They are being a little more methodical. Minor going to stand there, take a look at the play clock, as they are confident. Obviously, they just need a yard for a 1st down, and they don't want to give Roane County any time left in the half if they can avoid it. Mullet to the right in the backfield. Minor goes up to the line, waits a second. He'll pick up the 1st down and then jumps near the goal line, just short at the 1-yard line. Squirted out of there, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 1 for this Husky offense.
They're going to continue to work that clock and not give Roane County a chance to possess the ball again. They're going to use the play clock up as far as it can go.
Offense getting a chance to breathe, defense getting a chance to breathe here. 15 on the play clock. 1 minute on the game clock. Now under a minute. 1st and goal from the 1. Minor from the shotgun. He'll hand to Mullet. Nope, he's going to keep it himself towards the outside, looking for the goal line. Doesn't have it on 1st effort and won't get it on the 2nd effort. Great pursuit on the edge.
Yeah, nice job, Jacob Greathouse, the guy that saved that touchdown. Minor planted a foot and tried to come back inside. Nice job by the Raider defense.
Loss of about a half a yard, 25 on the game clock. Minor sets in the shotgun. Mullet to his right. Snap back. This time he will give to Mullet. Mullet's not going to get there again. The Raiders hold on 2nd and goal. Trying to get some fire with 11 on the clock, and North Marion will burn their 2nd timeout.
Clay Walker there quickly to assess that play.
Another loss of a half a yard. It's back to the 2. Well, the Raider defense couldn't do it on the 1st red zone possession, but here they've got the Huskies into a 3rd and goal from the 2. Again, you're going to need 2 plays, though, because North Marion still has yet one more timeout.
Oh, they're out.
Are they out? They've called
their 3rd.
When you said that Roane County had called the timeout, they called it down here on this side of the field.
So that was on North Marion.
Yeah.
Okay. So they've got some thinking to do then. If they don't have a timeout, they've got 11 on the clock, and if they do not score here, they got to be prepared quickly. You look maybe for a rollout for Minor because that gives him options.
That's kind of what I would probably look maybe.
Yeah.
You try to get a pass in the air.
A quick pass. If it's incomplete, then it stops the clock and you have another opportunity. We'll see.
Of course, they are very, very confident with the big boys up front on the line. This could be a big play for the Raider defense. 11 on the clock. Roane County down already 25-13. The Raiders would love to keep it at 2 because North Marion gets possession to begin the 2nd half of play. Huskies come to the line. They'll split 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left with a wing to the left. Mullet stands to the right side of the quarterback. Minor in the shotgun. 3rd down and goal from the 2. Snap back. Minor does want to look to throw. Bounces it to the outside. Wide open. Wide open Hess. He cut that off to the edge of the end zone, and he left his defender in the dust.
That was Brock Martin, number 2. And it was. Plant your foot, get yourself to the outside, and Minor put the ball right in his hands. Good coverage. Just a great placed ball.
Well, you can always hope that Minor is having an off night throwing the football, but that is a rarity, and he has been good on passes here tonight. North Marion lighting up the offensive statistics here in the first half. Roane County now down 31-13 as the Huskies will go for 2. 8 seconds left in the half. Minor once again out of the shotgun, fakes the give, reads it, comes near side, dumps it to the far corner. That's over the head of Fry, and that will be no good. That's the one thing that has not been good for the Huskies. Other than that, they have been great offensively, and they lead it now 31-13 with 8 left in the half.
Number 12, got penalty to come.
Visit Phoenix Nutrition at 225 Main Street in Spencer. Try our awesome drinks. It'll only take one sip to find out what we're all about. We offer loaded teas to jumpstart your day. All of our teas are sugar-free with just 24 calories. We have such a wide variety of combinations you may never try the same drink twice. Phoenix offers protein shakes and protein coffees as well. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Follow us on Facebook at Phoenix Nutrition, Instagram at phoenix.nutrition.wv, and come visit us at 225 Main Street in Spencer. Proud supporter of all Roane County Raiders.
Matt White, the offense for the Huskies was electric in the first quarter, and for the first time they had to slow it down. They still successfully finished the drive.
Well, you said they pretty much did that intentionally, trying to limit another possession for Roane County. 10 plays, 5 minutes and 48 seconds off the clock to go 63 yards. Minor to Martin with the 2-yard touchdown pass and catch for the touchdown. And North Marion up 31-13, just 8 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, Roane County has returned a kick in this ball game. Brandon Richardson for the second Roane County score, but that was the last time they sniffed the end zone. Anderson, this will be a squibber up the middle, taken by Clay Walker at the 30-yard line. Walker out to the 40, and that will be where Roane County has one play. 2.3 is all that remains here in the first half. Well, Roane County, John, they have traditionally this year been a second-half team. They're going to have to be a tremendous second-half team. Defensively, they've got a lot of chalk talk to do at the half, trying to find out what's going on with this North Marion offense. Really, sometimes it's X's and O's, but right now it's Jimmy's and Joe's, and it's Casey Minor and his talented receivers.
You were absolutely right. You know, coverage has been there. You just have to tip your cap to the guys up front for North Marion when they're opening up those holes for Hoffman.
Raiders will send all to receive formation. 3 to the far, 1 to the near. Greathouse, he's got pressure, dumps it off to Richardson, in and out of the hands. And that is the final play of the first half. Boy, it started with a bang on both sides. This looked like a dog fight, but right now it is all dogs. In fact, it is all Huskies. They lead 31-13 at the half. Lots of work to do for Roane County at the half. Break to take for our sponsors. When we return, we'll recap the first half, give you your statistics, and we'll check scores around the state of interest in all 3 classes. You're watching and listening to Raider Football on WVRC.
The Spencer Pizza Hut is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Fan of the Week each Friday of the Raider football season. Stop in and see us at 509 Ripley Road, fill out an entry form, and drop it in the box at the front counter for your chance to win a free large one-topping pizza. Stop by the Spencer Pizza Hut for all of your favorites. Original pan, original stuffed crust, hand-tossed or thin and crispy pizzas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, wings, oven-baked pasta, desserts, and more. Open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out. Call us at 304-927-4619 or order online at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Family medicine is like a bridge, moving you from one side where you need vaccinations, screenings, and medical advice to the other where you receive essential care to remain healthy and active. I'm Caitlin McDonald, a nurse practitioner at Roane General Hospital, and I'm here to help you cross that bridge to a healthier life. I'm accepting patients of all ages at Roane General Medical Clinic and Southern Roane Medical Clinic, offering family medicine. care you can trust close to home.
Ridgetop Rentals, located at 3502 Clay Road in Spencer, West Virginia, is the place to go for all your equipment needs. We have tractors, dozers, backhoes, excavators, termites, air compressors, straw blowers, generators, jackhammers, torpedo heaters, and much more. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. You can check us out on the web at ridgetoprentals.machinerytrader.com. Follow us on Facebook at Ridgetop Rentals LLC, or you can call us today at 304-908-2004 or 304-927-1418. Ridgetop Rentals is a proud supporter of all Roane County athletics. Let's go Raiders!
Come into Stats Pharmacy, where our patients' good health is our main concern. We have a drive-through window where you can conveniently drop off and pick up your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Refill your prescriptions anytime online at www.statspharmacy.com or from your iPhone or Android phone using the Refill RX mobile app. No waiting in long lines. Just call ahead and your order will be waiting for you. We look forward to serving you at Stats Pharmacy, located at 100 East Main Street in Spencer. You can call us at 304-927-2980.
It's cold outside. Better check that propane tank. Star Weld behind Spencer Middle School will fill your tank when you bring it in. Star Weld also checks your tank for safety to see if it's damaged or dangerous in any way. Don't trade for someone else's grungy tank. We fill yours. Safety, 7 days a week, and service. Shop Star Weld for propane, welding gases, and supplies. Let Star Weld fire you up. Behind Spencer Middle School, dial 927-2520 or stop today.
I'm Circuit Judge Anita Harold Ashley, and I'm proud to sponsor this ad supporting the Roane County Raiders. I've spent a lot of time participating in sporting events in my lifetime as a player, a Raider parent, and a fan. I've observed there are lots of ways people enjoy the games. It might be like my dad, who quietly studied the game to catch stats, or my dear mom, who gained a reputation for yelling at the refs. Or the fan may be there primarily to enjoy the band or the cheerleaders. But it's clear, we're all rooting for the Raiders. Let's win.
Paid for by the committee to re-elect Judge Anita Harold Ashley, Kate J. Burbank, Treasurer. When it comes to providing facility solutions and maintenance support to the industrial and railroad industries, as well as port and inland terminals and Department of Defense operations, nobody does it better than Air Production and Service, Inc. At APS, our team is dedicated to providing high-quality service, parts, and equipment for your air production systems. Whether you are in need of air compressor products or services, you can turn to our team with confidence. We have offices located in Jacksonville, Florida, Corbin, Kentucky, Pembroke, North Carolina, and Spencer, West Virginia. To expand our reach and make it easier for you to get the help you need with minimal wait or frustration, contact us today to learn more about the different types of services and products we offer. Contact your local APS representatives, Mike and Michelle Spears in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2550. Proud supporter of all Roane County athletics.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is Ashley Insurance. Get a quote today at ashleyinsures.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
This is Jennifer Board-Nichols at Board Depew Realty. So many things have changed around us lately, and we are all concerned about what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board Depew Realty. My grandmother started this company over 64 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board Depew Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
This message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental Associates, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. Benjamin Franklin is credited with saying an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and so it is with daily and regular professional preventive dental care. Brushing twice a day and flossing once a day, combined with regular professional preventive care at least twice a year, can help provide a lifetime of dental health. Call Brandon Dental at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care. That's Brandon Dental Associates at 304-927-2775.
We welcome you back to County Stadium, number 1 North Marion, number 2 Roane County. For the first time in the history of this facility, this thing got started with all sorts of fireworks. Well, actually, this thing got started very methodically. Roane County, with the opening possession, they took the opening kick. They went 7 minutes almost and scored the first touchdown of the ball game. A long, methodical drive, just what they like, and they looked very solid doing it. No plays for negative yards. They punch it in and kick the extra point. Roane County leads with just 5 minutes left in the first quarter, 7-0. Then we got a bit of a prelude to what North Marion is capable of, as they went just 2 plays and scored immediately a long run by Hoffman for a touchdown, and North Marion's extra point missing wide right. So the Raiders with the lead still 7-6. Roane County on the very next play, the kickoff returned by Brandon Richardson all the way to the end zone. Roane County leading 13-7. The extra point was blocked by North Marion. So we had a lot of fireworks in the first 8 minutes of the ball game in that first quarter. North Marion comes right back and scores quickly again, and it is 13-12 as they went for 2 and did not get it. So the Raiders still holding the lead for a second, and then Roane County on their third possession tried to go for it in their own territory at the 39 on 4th and 1. They were stuffed by North Marion. The North Marion offense comes onto the field. One play, a very, very big play, a pass and catch from Casey Minor to Landon Fry down the sideline for the touchdown, and it was 19-13. At that point, Roane County changed their offense, their scheme on offense. The next possession got nothing out of it, had to punt on a 3-and-out, and immediately the sparks fly again for the Huskies as they score quickly once again. And just like that, as we moved into the second quarter, the final play of the first quarter was a touchdown, and Roane County down 25-13. The Raider offense on the next possession actually got things going once again, went kind of back to that heavy look with some different wrinkles, got it all the way down to the 27 of North Marion, but a big sack on a 4th down play in which Roane County had a couple of receivers, Watson and Cottrell, open, but Jacob Greathouse didn't have time, couldn't break to the outside, could not break contain. He was sacked, and that ended the threat for the Raiders. And North Marion comes back at the end of the half and puts together a methodical drive of their own on purpose because they were trying to bleed the clock. They do it. They get a score on another pass from Minor to his target, Brock Martin, on the left corner of the end zone. And that is the final score of the half, 31-13. Well, John, Roane County, traditionally a second-half team, but this is not a traditional opponent we're facing. This is a team that came in on fire. They're playing well. Minor has a lot of time to look and throw, and when he does, he's accurate, and he has shown his ability here tonight.
Roane County not able to get pressure in Minor's face, and he's just sitting back and kind of just picking the defense apart. Now, of course, we're down a defensive back. Brody Proctor was dinged up on that extra point, so that changed up what we were going to do. Now, earlier in the week, I knew that we were going to probably see Lane in the secondary some, but I wasn't sure about Coben. Now Coben's there. Guys are playing in position. They're covering as best they can. It's just the athleticism of what they're up against. Yeah. And when you've played a lot of run-heavy teams, and Roane County does a great job of controlling the ball, you don't see a whole lot of the passing game. Well, tonight you're seeing a ton of it, and our defensive backs are playing well. but they're just not in the position to make the plays. And North Marion's offense, they look so good right now because their offensive line is opening up the holes and allowing the running backs as well as Minor to run the ball hard as well.
You know, it's, again, Roane County is a second-half team. They like to be able to make adjustments with some chalk talk. But, again, add insult to injury with that final score, and North Marion will receive the opening kick to begin the second half. A little bit of rain came down right after the half ended while the band was taking the field, but it looks like that rain has gone through. Hopefully we don't have any more pop-up showers. But again, Roane County with a lot of work to do, and that's what you expect if you're playing 1 versus 2. You got to play high level and you got to play consistent. Roane County lost a bit of consistency offensively, and they have struggled with the offensive prowess of North Marion. We'll see if they can get that back, both sides, in the second half. 31-13, your halftime score. Matt White, break it down for us.
You're absolutely right. It's been a battle in the trenches that so far North Marion has come out on top. But Brandon Richardson leading the way for Roane County, 8 carries for 67 yards. Lane Watson with 13 carries for 37 yards and a touchdown. Clay Walker, 2 carries for 7. Jacob Greathouse, 1 of 4 through the air for 2 yards. That completion going to Lane Watson. 6 first downs in the half for Roane County. 2 penalties for 7 yards, no turnovers, and a 14-minute time of possession. 94 yards on the ground and only 2 through the air. It's 96 yards of total offense for the Roane County Raiders, who defensively are led by Brandon Richardson with 4 tackles, Clay Walker with 3, and Lane Watson with 3 as well. Noah Jett with 2, and Chad Blosser with 2. The rest of the guys with 1 tackle: Jacob Greathouse, Brody Proctor, Colt Starcher, Coven Cottrell, Leland Schaefer, Bradley Mace, and Cooper Greathouse. Defensively for Roane County. High-powered offense all around for the Huskies. Aaron Hoffman with 5 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown. Casey Minor, 7 carries for 33 and 2 scores. Minor was 7 of 7 through the air for 161 yards, 2 touchdowns. Landon Fry with 3 catches for 75 yards and 1 touchdown. Landon Koger with 1 catch for 40. Noah Hess, 1 catch for 37. Brock Martin, 1 catch for 2 yards and a touchdown. And Dylan Higgins with 1 catch for 7. 7 first downs in the half for the Huskies. 2 penalties for 10 yards, no turnovers, 10-minute time of possession. 129 yards on the ground, 161 through the air. That's 290 yards total offense for the Huskies. Defensively, Noah Hess with 6 tackles and Casey Minor with 6 tackles. Landon Fry, Aaron Hoffman, and Caleb Spencer with 4 apiece. And Austin McKee with a tackle for a sack to lead the way for the North Marion Huskies, who lead Roane County 31-13 as we are 6 minutes away from second half action.
Obviously, a lot of work to do, a significant difference in the halftime stats. So Roane County, let's see if they can continue to be the second half team they have been throughout this season, trailing 31-13. Another break to take for our sponsors. When we return before the second half kickoff, we'll check some scores around the state, some big games in Class AA. We'll check all 3 double A's or single A, double A, and triple A when we return. You're watching and listening to Raider Football on WVRC.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-thru open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-thru open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-thru is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
Just why D&D with dynamite. D&D will treat you right. D&D with lots of cars. D&D with solo cars.
Come on down to D&D Motors and see Dan for your next quality used car. And for everyone who already has a used car, come and see Donna and her team of mechanics at D&D Customer Care for all your maintenance needs, from oil change to brakes and tires to alignment and everything in between. D&D, we are a full-service business that can meet all of your automotive needs. Call the dealership at 304-519-2157 or D&D Customer Care for your next appointment at 304-927-5688.
Since 2019, DW Excavating has been serving Roane and surrounding counties. We offer services including, but not limited to, repairing driveways, construction site preparation, drainage solutions, property brush clearing, farm road construction, culvert repair and installation, and utility line installation and repair. We provide free estimates. Check out our Facebook page or contact us at 304-532-2968 for more information. DW Excavating, taking pride in our work and in our community. DW Excavating is a proud supporter of all Roane County High School athletics. Go Raiders!
This is Lady Raider volleyball and softball player Mahaley Nicholson for Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Since 2016, ECI has provided West Virginia with top-notch service for both home and commercial needs. We pride ourselves on working closely with our clients to ensure that projects are completed in a timely manner, that customer expectations are met or, in many cases, exceeded. Regardless of the job size, we have solutions for everyone. We specialize in septic systems, brush removal, dirt work, asbestos removal, and more. Check us out on the web at www.eciwv.net or contact us for a quote at 304-532-7653. Fax number 304-532-7653. Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Ed Nicholson, owner, West Virginia Contractors License 055775.
Whether you are new to the world or you've reached your golden years, Roane County Family Healthcare is here to serve you. Hello, I'm Dr. Maria Kessel, inviting you to make an appointment at Roane County Family Healthcare. With 20 years of experience practicing medicine in our community, I made the decision to partner with Roane County Family Healthcare. I am confident that together we put the health of you and your family as our first priority. Roane County Family Healthcare is passionate about serving the families in our community. Please call 304-927-1495 for all of your primary care needs. Roane County Family Healthcare. Health and wellness for the whole family.
We welcome you back to the county stadium, number 1 North Marion, number 2 Roane County. The Raiders with plenty of work to do. They have traditionally been a second half team, but they're facing the number 1 team in the state of West Virginia in Class AA, and the offense working great right now for the Huskies. So Roane County, they'll kick it off to that offense to begin the second half as well. Let's hope that Roane County can get back into this game somehow, some way. The environment has been electric. We love having the stands packed full of Raider faithful, and hopefully this Roane County team has no quit in them. While we have a minute, we've got a lot of scores around the state coming in, and we've got some big games in Class AA.
Yeah, there are. We'll start with AAA first. Top 6 in AAA, all handling themselves as you would have expected. But number 7, Bridgeport, in a bit of a battle. They're up 20-14 with Lindsley. the 4-4 Cadets giving Bridgeport a game. Number 12, Wheeling Park, up enormous on Parkersburg South, 44-0 at the half.
Wow.
That was the AAA game of the week. And University looking to get back in the playoff hunt. They're up 12-7 on Morgantown.
The
at
Mohawk
half.
Bowl.
Oak Hill, they're in a battle with Woodrow Wilson, the 11-16 matchup, 14-10 in favor of Oak Hill. At the half, Spring Valley, 14-7 over Parkersburg. George Washington up big on Capital. Musselman up big on Washington. In AA, one of the games that everybody's got their eyes on, Scott up 28-21 on Winfield. Another one that we're kind of interested in is number 4, Weir. They're down 7-6 to the AAA Brook at halftime. Mingo Central up big on Chapmanville, 42-0. Lewis County 21-14 over East Fairmont. That one's in the third quarter. Hoover handling Polka. Philip Barber taking care of Lincoln, 35-7 in the third quarter. Frankfort up big on Grafton, 34-6. Independence up 55-0 on Wyoming East. Shady Spring in a bit of a battle with Liberty Raleigh, only 15-8. But I had word this morning, Shady's quarterback went out with a broken ankle.
Oh, man.
The same injury that we saw Shea Harper go down with, so he will be lost most likely for the rest of this season. If Shady can win out, this is their final game of the season. They got it last week off. Get some help. They might squeak into the playoffs at 16. Be tough to get anywhere without Brady Green, tough quarterback. No score. Well, Braxton and Berkeley Springs, that one is tomorrow on Saturday, making the long haul from Braxton up there to Berkeley Springs. Ripley having trouble with Point Pleasant. Point Pleasant up 28-0 in that contest. Wayne up big on Logan. So a lot of jockeying for position in AA. We'll find out over the next couple of weeks. Big game in single A. Williamstown up 52-0 on Doddridge. That was a single A game of the week. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Who would have thought that? St. Mary's up 26-6 on Tyler Consolidated. Clay County, Summers County tied at 14. Payton City up 22-12 on Clay Battelle. You got Webster and Calhoun, no score reported for that.
I'll text Eddie and see if he'll let me know at
The
halftime.
Fighting Eduardos against the motherland of George Allen. But, as always, most important score, Roane County has a lot of work to do here in the second half, trailing the North Marion Huskies 31-13.
We do appreciate everyone joining us on our live streams. Over 1,200 people at one time. Thank you all so much. We appreciate it. Continue to tune in for the second half. Cottrell set to do the kicking. Mullet and Hoffman back deep to receive. Right to left it will sail, as Roane County has a lot of work to do here if they want back into this contest. End over end. That'll be Mullet at the 9. Up the sideline. Trying to find room to run. Breaks a tackle at the 30. Breaks another at the 35. Past the 40 he goes. Over midfield. Roane County, poor tackling on the kick coverage unit. They were trying to punch the ball out. They forgot you got to tackle the young man, and it will be tremendous field position and a lot of momentum still in the hands of the Huskies.
Yeah, ball right there, close, right there on midfield, or over midfield. Man, opportunities, bad angles, and that's the first time that you've seen this out of the Roane County special teams unit here of the kick coverage team.
Whole lot of Ultimate Warrior shoulder tackles there that are just not going to cut it against this physical North Marion team.
Across midfield to begin for this very potent offense led by Casey Miner. 1st and 10 from the Roane County 48, left to right on the near hash. Twins to both sides. Hoffman stands to the left of the shotgun. Miner rolling to the wide side, trying to dump it out. His receiver slipped, and that will fall to the turf.
Tough throw to make as you're rolling to the left. Get those shoulders pointed towards the line of scrimmage, but the receiver did take a spill.
He was looking for the target, Brock Martin, on the break, and Martin slipped at the 40. 2nd down and 10. Same formation, Twins both sides. Now And again, Hoffman to the left of the shotgun. Opening possession, second half, 31-13. Huskies, the handoff, Hoffman. Richardson comes flying in. Hoffman will pick up good yardage, though, nearly 5 on the first down carry. Brings up third down and about 5.
Richardson and Andy Jetton there combined to make the stop. Roane County's defense need to hold right here.
31-13, Huskies. Leading by 3 scores. 3rd and 5 from the 43. They'll fake the give. This one launched deep down the sideline. Wide open Martin once again. He had 3 steps on his defender, and again, Minor just darted it right into his mitts. The Raider secondary, as we mentioned, John, coming into this game, they would not be tested like they will tonight, and they have struggled to pass the test here against this very good offense.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're looking into the backfield and falling for some of the fake handoffs and allowing the receivers to get past them. And that time it was just about 5 yards past the defender. Touchdown, an easy touchdown for the North Marion Huskies.
Just a minute going by in the second half, now 37-13. Huskies looking for the 2-point conversion. Snap is back. Minor's going to keep it himself, navigates in between the tackles, and untouched to the end zone. 39-13 right off of the bat. The Huskies starting to pour it on here immediately in the second half. The Raiders have got some work to do. See if they can do it after this.
Go ahead, car. Make my day. Do you have one of those intermittent electrical problems that no one can find? Let Groves Auto Service in Arnoldburg, West Virginia diagnose and fix that pesky problem for you. Call Groves Auto Service for an appointment today, and we will get to the bottom of it. Call 304-655-6765. Groves Auto Service, and don't forget to check out our Facebook page.
Well, Matt White's more of the same for this potent offense. Again, Casey Minor has a lot of room, a lot of time to find his receiving targets. That time, it was a wide open look to Brock Martin down the sideline.
Yeah, previous play finally threw an incompletion. Came right back after a 3-play drive. 48 yards, 59 seconds off the clock. Minor hits Brock Martin, 43-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion good. North Marion extending their lead 39-13. Roane County, let's see what you got.
As you mentioned, Minor was perfect in the first half, 7 for 7. Now 8 of 9 on the night. Not a lot of throws, but extremely efficient. Anderson set to kick off from the 40. Will sail left to right. Watson, Richardson back deep. Anderson leg in. This will be Richardson at the 15. Fumbles the football, picks it up, straight up the gut he goes. Trying to get to the outside and stumbles at just shy of the 35. You always like those fumbles right off the bat, John, because it always seems to put the defense out of position.
Yeah, they seem to collapse, and then the outside of the field opens up.
Do want to say congratulations individually, by the way, to Brandon Richardson, who topped 1,000 yards in the first half, came in needing 47, had 60+. So another 1,000-yard rusher for Roane County and back-to-back-to-back seasons. The Raiders, let's see if the offense can get going. They'll go to the double wing set. First time we've seen that tonight. Richardson in motion. He'll take the handoff.
What a block.
Clay Walker continuing to do what he does best out in front.
Man.
So you got a chip on one guy, and then he fades out and just gets a big block out there on the edge again. Relentless.
I appreciate Elena Minor saying Aaron Hoffman hit 1,000 in the first half as well for North Marion. Congratulations to that young man as well.
2 tough running backs.
Unfortunately, it happened against us. Second down and 5 out to the 40. Richardson on the carry. Here's the fake give. Rolling outside. Greathouse looking on the backside. Wide open Watson at the 45. Breaks the tackle. Watson down the sideline. One man to beat into the end zone. Greathouse got to the outside that time, and he is dangerous when he does. He found the backside drag that he couldn't get to at the end of the first half, and it goes for the touchdown.
Yeah, it was all Lane Watson once he got the ball in his hand. Noah Hess not able to get his mitt on his foot. Nice blocking by Hogan Greathouse. Number 70 was coming straight at the quarterback, 245, 6'1" senior, and Hogan held him off.
Rain's coming down once again. We did know that there was to be a pop-up shower, the extra point. And it is through, and then a late flag comes in. And I mean, after the kick was about 5 yards through the end zone. Let's wait and see. Roane County, though, finally a little fight back here. They found a good play call, and they executed it well. And again, John, that is similar to the play that Greathouse on that fourth down deep in North Marion territory was running. He was trying to break contain to the outside with that backside tight end drag. That time it worked.
Yeah, that time it worked because he had the time to get the ball out of his hands. Blocking was really nice on that play. There's a penalty down, and I watched the replay. North Marion defensive lineman's helmet just came off, and it looked like he swung at one of our players, and nobody pulled it off or anything. So
Play is good. After the play, dead ball, personal foul, defense, number 53.
there we go.
15-yard penalty.
So it will be a personal foul penalty on a North Marion player. It'll be 15 yards assessed on the kickoff. Matt White's a very good drive quickly for Roane County in a badly needed situation.
Yeah, really just the spark that Roane County was needing. Just a two-play drive, 66 yards, 23 seconds off the clock. Jacob Greathouse with a nice pass to Lane Watson, who takes care of the rest, going 61 yards for the score. Extra point kick good. Roane County not going away just yet, 39-20, the Huskies on top.
You would imagine that this will be an opportunity for a touchback. 14 on the season, by the way, for Coben Cottrell, the junior kicker. And this kickoff will take place from the North Marion 45. Cottrell obviously has the leg for it. And let's see if Roane County's defense can figure something out. This, again, we knew this was going to be a tough task with Minor, his weapons, and if they're playing well, which they are right now, it's hard to crowd. Cottrell from the 45 of North Marion. And he will go deep. That one ripped through the end zone, so it'll be at the 20. And that, I believe, is by far the toughest field position for the offense of the Huskies here tonight. 10:38 remaining in the third quarter. Roane County down 3 scores, 19 exactly.
North Marion's first drive of the game started at their own 25. And it only took them 2 plays to go 75 yards. So, yeah, this is definitely the best field position so far for Roane County's defense. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Looking out on the field, I still do not see Brody Proctor, so we may have lost the freshman DB for the night. So the Raiders just have to adjust. Again, they bring Cottrell to the outside. Twins to both sides. Minor in the shotgun from the 20. Smacks his hands together, calls his own number. Gets a couple of yards and then hits a wall led by Clay Walker. Good contact between those two.
Clay's going to come downhill quickly and make that first pop. Bunner had some penetration, looked to get his hand in there, but Clay says, nope, I'm going to wrap you up here.
Those are two strong individuals meeting with a lot of force. Walker got up shaking off his left shoulder for a bit. Second down and 8 from the 22 of the Huskies. 10 minutes and rolling, third quarter. Raiders trailing 39-20. Snap back to Minor, wanting to throw. Dumps it on the edge. Fry wide open again. 7 on the passing catch. They dink and dunk you for a while, John, and then they go deep. And Roane County just has struggled with that tonight.
Their play action has been very good. That time Fry caught the ball, looked to try to get upfield. Nice tackle Coben Cottrell. You got a guy playing defensive end one week and corner the next. That's athleticism.
3rd down and 1. They'll send 3 wide to the left side. Minor up to the line of scrimmage. He'll call his own number at the 30, and he'll get the tush push, if you want to call it that, all the way to the 34. Needed 1, got 4, so a first down will move the chains.
We prefer the brotherly shove.
Is that what they call it? 39-20, North Marion. A little bit of rain coming down at the moment. Raiders trailed 31-13 at the half. An 18-point deficit. They trail by 19 at the moment. 3 wide once again over to the left side. Hoffman standing to the left of Minor. Here's the handoff. Hoffman off tackle. Big carry, 7 yards. Out past the 40. A big hole wide open there made by the front line.
Nice tackle by Clay Walker. That time Hoffman was on Clay before he could even get broken down to make the tackle. He did make the tackle, but he took a ride for just a couple.
Get the sense in a game like this, if Roane County wants momentum back, it may have to come, John, from a huge play by the defense, some sort of turnover in some fashion if they can make it happen. 2nd down and 2 from the 42. They need the 44. Handoff Hoffman. Sorry, that's Mullet to the outside. He's got the first down. Takes a lick from Coben Cottrell, but not before he'll pick up 5 and another Husky first down.
Coben Cottrell, understanding that he's got a huge frame, big body kid, lays the boom, but a nice shifty run there by the Huskies running back.
8 minutes and 3 seconds remaining on a stopped 3rd quarter clock. Roane County and North Marion have exchanged touchdowns. Huskies got one within a minute. Roane County gets one back with a big play on the pass and catch from Greathouse to Watson. Quick hitter to the outside. Again, caught by Fry, and a missed tackle, a second missed tackle, and Fry picks up about 20. The Raider tackling has been a cause for concern here tonight against a team you must tackle.
Yeah, these guys are going to go back and watch film and learn from the mistakes, but we've got to figure it out here on the fly. You've got to wrap up.
Fry, a target that Minor has looked for a lot tonight and has been successful. Just one incomplete pass on the night for Casey Minor.
5 to Fry for 101 touchdown.
1st and 10 inside the Raider 35 at the 34. 7:30 and rolling. Raiders trailing 39-20. Minor will go under center. He'll turn, hand it off to Mullet. Mullet has 5. He's got more now, 7. And those are the kind of things that Roane County likes to do in second halves, which is chunk up 5 to 7 to 8 on first down. We're seeing the Huskies do it.
Yeah, the clock's rolling down here too. Plays are going. Roane County has to stop these fellas on defense.
2nd down, and we'll call it 6. They'll drop him at the 28 of the Raiders. Minor again goes under center. Again, there's been some rain falling here, so maybe a decision to try to keep it in the hands of Minor. Here's Hoffman breaking yet 2 more tackles, and he'll pick up big yardage inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Huskies. Roane County's tackling is suspect at the moment.
Yeah, Brandon Richardson shot in quickly and tried to knock out the feet. It did not happen. So he picks up a nice chunk of yards out of bounds, so that will stop the clock.
6:42 on a stop 3rd quarter clock. Roane County did not hold on the opening possession, but they did score to make it back to 19. 3-possession lead for the Huskies, and they have now a 1st and goal from just inside the Raider 10. Minor will stay under center at the moment with Hoffman the lone back. Hoffman off tackle, down to the 5, spins inside the 5 to the 4. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 4.5.
Just another good, tough run. Get some offensive linemen pulling as well as a running back.
Yeah, this is just a big, physical, and very disciplined offensive line from North Marion.
Yeah, when you talk about physical, these guys are finishing blocks the way that Roane County loves to do as well.
Again, Coach Darren Hayes slowing down the offense here, running plays, running clock. They've got a 2nd and goal from the 4.5-yard line. They'll motion Hoffman across to the far side. Minor calls his own play. The ball is loose, and Roane County is around it. Will they pick it up? That's the question.
Leland Schaefer seems to think so.
And there is the play that the Raiders badly needed. Minor looking for the goal line, and somebody popped it loose on the outside. It was on the turf for a bit, and Roane County finally picks it up.
Noah Jett got his mitt in there as Richardson makes the stop.
Got a Roane County player down right where the ball was recovered for the Raiders. So what looked like almost a guaranteed touchdown as the Huskies were driving in turns into a big turnover for the Raiders. And the Raiders have a golden opportunity here to get some momentum back. If they can mount a drive and cut this deficit down to 2 scores. But right now, our focus is on the injured Roane County player.
I believe it's Andy Jetton. I'm looking down the sideline, do not see the number 20. That's the other defensive end on the far side.
Man, you talk about versatility. That's a guy that's played 3 years of corner. And he comes in as a senior and's been asked to play defensive end. And, he does a lot of things that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but he's been played very well at that end spot.
The Raiders, a badly needed turnover deep in their own territory. And Jetton up, walking it off, so a good sign for the senior. One of 4 honored here tonight before the contest. Jetton, Jacob Bunner, Sawyer Hunt.
And Brandon Richardson.
And Brandon Richardson, who also has gone over 1,000 yards for his senior campaign. Big congratulations to him. A big momentum shift possible here for Roane County. The Raiders have got to take advantage. Just 5:46 left in the third. The offense will take over at their own 8.5-yard line.
Jetton does not play offense, so it's going to be good for him to get a breather right here and see what Roane County's offense Coach Burdett calls up here.
Looks like he is okay, so that's a good sign for the senior. Offense will take over again at their own 8, right to left for the final 5:46 of the third. Raiders will send Sawyer Hunt out to the left. Here's the pitch to Richardson to the left. Looking for the edge, out to the 15, to the 20, drugged down past the 20-yard line, and a big first down carry. Great foot lead block by Lane Watson. He peeled back at the last second.
Yeah, did a great job. Fry makes the tackle, but Brandon Richardson running like a man possessed right there. You could see it. As soon as he got the ball, he was going to take off.
Raiders will go tempo, 1st and 10. Watson off tackle, past the 25, hard yardage. That's what it's been for him tonight, and he'll pick up 3. Roane County trailing 39-20.
Yeah, Lane it doesn't matter to him. He liked the contact.
Raiders were blitzkrieged in the second quarter from the offense of North Marion. It looked like North Marion was going to put a second score on the board. Now Roane County trying to get back to within 2 scores. 2nd down and 7 at the 27 of Roane County. Fake pitch. Greathouse rolls out, pressured, dumps it out to the edge. Got Watson again at the 40. Watson to the 45, to the 50. Shoulder down, breaks the tackle. Here goes Watson down the sideline. Lane Watson is incredible. He does it again, bouncing off of 2 different tacklers, and the Raiders have struck again.
Lane with the fake, and guys just trying to lay the wood. No, sir. And it's all Lane after that. This guy, if he's not a first-team All-Stater, I don't know what.
You're wrong.
Yeah, you're absolutely wrong. Wow, what a play.
No quit in this Roane County team. They got down 19. And they are trying to battle back. Another huge play from Jacob Greathouse first off. Stepping up in the pocket with pressure. He stayed calm. Buried it into the gut of Watson at the 40, and Watson does the rest.
Yeah, it was the same play, and developed a little slow.
Raiders going to go for 2 with the rain pelting now. Greathouse turns, looking for the delay pass over the middle. Watson and ripped out of second. What a play by the defensive back there in Hess as he took it away from Lane Watson. Otherwise, Roane County has it to within 11. But they've got it down to a 2-score ball game as the rain starts to come down here. Don't go anywhere. This game is not over yet. 39-26, North Marion.
Hi, folks. Here at Hardman's, we are a full-service building material and hardware store. We have it all, from nuts and bolts to plumbing, electrical, best-look paint, lumber, drywall, furniture, appliances, flooring, and kitchen and bath. Our best-look paint is a sure win to brighten up your interior walls or spruce up your exterior. We don't just sell the products, but we deliver and install many of them as well. All of our installers are trained and certified. On top of all that, we know a little something about customer service. We'll greet you with a smile and have the knowledge to help you get the job done right. Stop in and let's tackle your next project together. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
The Raiders have come to life offensively with Jacob Greathouse again to Lane Watson. I had talked about the poor tackling of Roane County, and a Husky fan just got on and said, now that is poor tackling. I'll tell you what, Watson, though, just a bowling ball and a wrecking ball, Matt White.
Yeah, that time 3 plays after the big turnover from the defense. Roane County goes 91 yards in 1 minute and 9 seconds. Greathouse to Watson, 63-yard touchdown, pitch and catch. 2-point conversion, no good. Don't go anywhere, like you said, 39-26. North Marion still on top of the Raiders.
4:39 remaining in the third quarter. Cottrell set to do the kicking. Right to left, it will sail. Leg in, booms this one. Taken at the 5. And that is Fry back there. Fry looking to break free. Good open field tackle that time. Sawyer Hunt, the senior.
Yeah, he did a nice job getting a hold and holding on. Fry's a tough runner. Sawyer Hunt, a senior player that has been tremendous this season.
So the Raider defense, a little spark of life here. Let's hope that energizes the 11 on defense for Roane County. 1st and 10 from the 31 of the Huskies.
It's good to see Jetton still out there, Drew. He's good, just a little dinged up on that last fumble recovery.
3 split to the right, to the near side for Minor. Hoffman to his left. Single receiver on the left. Snap back. Minor gives Hoffman off tackle. Not a lot of room to run. Roane County snuffs it out.
Yeah, looks like Jetton and Jet. Oh, gosh.
Wow, forward progress all the way to the 44. Yeesh. Looked like that was a yard down the field, but they're going to give him the 44 and a 3-yard gain on that play.
Wow.
Not sure. Of course, he was in a pile, so I couldn't see. 2nd down 7. The rain's continuing to fall heavy now. 3 receivers split to this near side. Minor smacks the hands together. He'll keep it himself off tackle, looking for a pitch, a late pitch. Hoffman spins off of a tackle. He's got the 1st down. What a crazy play. That could have been disaster. Minor pitched it as soon as he was contacted, and Hoffman ends up catching it on the edge and picking up the 1st.
Yeah, that's an actual option play. I've watched that on film. That's the first time they've pulled it out here this evening to pick up a 1st down. A couple nice licks by a couple different folks there on that play, but Hoffman giving them out as well.
39-26 Huskies, 3:30 and rolling here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 at the 44, far side hash. Pair receivers split to the near side with a wing to the near side. Minor now back under center. He'll turn, he'll give. That's Mullets. Mullets stacked up after a gain of 3. The ball comes loose again, and they are going to call it dead. Forward progress stopped. Watson almost had another big play as the ball hit the ground. Unfortunately for the Raider defense, they had stopped and were pushing Mullet backwards. A good call, unfortunately, for the Raiders.
Yeah, Jacob Bunner in there to wrap him up. Lane Watson punched it out, but the officials blow it dead. Ugh.
That's unfortunate. Lane had all kinds of room to run.
4 on the carry for Mullet, just shy of midfield at the 48 of North Marion. 2nd and 6. Snap back, low. Minor going to call him his own number again.
Jet.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and no more for Minor. As the Raider defense feeling it. They've got a spark. Let's hope they can continue this momentum. A 3rd and 6 now. Actually, they'll give him a yard on the play. Out to the 49. It'll be 3rd down and 5. 2:14 and rolling here in the 3rd quarter. Roane County, after going down 39-13, trying to battle back against the number 1 Huskies. 39-26. Twin receivers to the near side. You got Fry out wide. You got a wing to the near side. Shotgun for Minor. He'll roll near side. Eyes downfield. This one. Tobin Cottrell saw it, jumped the route, and if he catches that, it's gone for a pick 6. But a 4th down and 5, and the Huskies are going to bring the punt team on.
Tobin recognized the old comeback route and steps in front. Great play by the junior. Do it all.
1:48 on the clock, 4th and 5 from the 49. A punting situation for the Huskies. Watson and Richardson back deep at their own 20. Good snap. This one nearly blocked, might have been blocked, and picked up by Roane County at the 31-yard line. Great recovery by Chad Blosser. I think that was blocked at the line of scrimmage. And Blosser was just trying to get set where he was. The ball hits him, and great reaction to get to it.
Yeah, I think Coben got a hand on it, but it bounced up and hit Chad. He was able to get on the ball here again. So Roane County's defense does what we need. Now what can the offense do? We got to go back to the air here.
1:41 remaining in the 3rd quarter, 39-26. Number 1, North Marion. Number 2, Roane County. Greathouse under center at the 31. Pitches to the outside. Richardson looking for the edge. Cuts it at the 34 and gets out to the 35. Give him 2 or 3.
Tough running on the edge as Martin makes the stop. Richardson is not dancing around. He's dropping a shoulder, and he's trying to get those tough yards.
Raiders will continue with tempo here on 2nd and 8 from the 35. The give, that's Watson. And Watson, boy, he tripped as he took the handoff. Looked like he may have almost rolled an ankle there.
Look, cramp.
Oh, man, it is a cramp here as he was heading towards the hole. He had a pretty good lane, and you could see something happen. I thought he may have twisted an ankle. Instead, a cramp showing up at the absolute worst time for Watson. So immediately they are trying to stretch that cramp out. Cottrell got to it quickly and started to stretch.
Well, you got to think it's way warmer tonight than what it has been for a while. Hydration throughout this week, important.
Well, we knew that there was a small chance of rain. We didn't know it was going to continue like this. Right now, it is pummeling the field. 1:04 left in the 3rd. Roane County, a massive turnover deep in their own territory, followed by a big play from Greathouse to Watson for the 2nd score in the 3rd quarter. And then, after that, a first stop for the Roane County defense. And so now the Raider offense has a chance to cut this ball game down to a 1-score deficit. But you're looking right now at the guy who has just done all of it here tonight in Lane Watson, and he is down on the field cramping up badly. They're trying to help him out. Hopefully he can get up, get some fluids, but you're going to miss him for at least a couple of plays, I would imagine, John.
Yeah. Get him some pickle juice, somebody.
Somebody get him an IV directly. He'll walk off the field, but again, you're going to not have him for a couple plays here, and it is 3rd down and 6. Would love to have him at this moment. What the call will be, we do not know here.
You're going to dot the I, that heavy I with Brandon Richardson. You're going to have Clay Walker and Coben Cottrell as the lead blocks.
Roane County needs the 42. The ball resting at the Roane County 36. Under a minute remaining here in the third quarter. They'll move to heavy. They'll turn, they'll pitch. That's Richardson looking for the edge. Flag comes in from the backside. Roane County is going to be whistled here. That's just easy to tell when you get that backside flag coming in. Casey Minor on the backside went down. Looks like he's a little bit jarred, but I think he'll be okay. So the Raiders will back it up here. I believe they'll back it up.
Well, they're talking with that on the North Marion sideline, whether or not they want to accept that penalty or not. As it stand, I think it was only a pickup of about a yard.
Roane County went for it on a
Blindside block.
Number
37. 15-yard penalty. We will replay.
Ouch. So not a holding, but an illegal blindside block. The Raiders will be assessed 15 yards on the penalty, and they will have to replay third down deep in their own territory at the 21. A tough penalty for a team that has not been penalized tonight much. Third down and 20 plus.
That was just the third penalty so far on Roane County.
39-26. Raiders down 2 scores, but they are in danger with Watson back into the ball game. Whistle. And a timeout coming for the Raiders. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. Roane County with a 3rd and 22 after this.
Hi folks, here at Hardman's, we are a full-service building material and hardware store. We have it all, from nuts and bolts to plumbing, electrical, best look paint, lumber, drywall, furniture, appliances, flooring, and kitchen and bath. Our best look paint is a sure win to brighten up your interior walls or spruce up your exterior. We don't just sell the products, but we deliver and install many of them as well. All of our installers are trained and certified. On top of all that, we know a little something about customer service. We'll greet you with a smile and have the knowledge to help you get the job done right. Stop in and let's tackle your next project together. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
Timeout on the field for Roane County, facing a 3rd now and 22 yards after a personal foul blindside block penalty. The Raiders in a bit of a pickle here, but it looked like it was going to be a runaway after the first score within a minute of the second half for North Marion. They led 39-13. Since then, the Raiders causing a turnover, causing a punt situation, scoring twice themselves, and they've got it to 2 scores, 39-26. They are back into this ball game, but they're facing a big situation on 3rd and 22 at their own 21. I do like that the Raider defense has a little bit of more firepower in them right now. So if you don't pick up this huge 3rd down, you punt it away and play some defense. Pitch to Watson.
Lane's going to throw.
He's going to look to throw it. Down the field, Richardson, he has got tons of pressure, and that one is going to fall to the turf as Fry jumped in front. Richardson tried to back up and grab it, and it falls to the turf. Good idea. I'll take it.
Yeah, I was going to call money in the bank before we came out and snapped the ball.
Watson had pressure on the outside, had to deliver it. And, of course, North Marion was ready to go. They had guys back deep, ready for anything. Cottrell standing inside the 10-yard line. Fry will be the return man just past midfield. Clean snap. Cottrell, leg in, high, end over end, a shallow punt. This will land at the 40. Take a big bounce, though, over midfield, past the 40. And Watson trying to give it some extra help. It'll be right at the 40-yard line. That will be pretty good for Roane County as far as that's concerned. And the defense will go back to work here late in the third quarter, just 9 seconds remaining.
Yeah, defense looked good last time out. So let's hope we can dial it back in and keep this potent offense out of the end zone.
Raiders need some sparks here throughout the rest of the contest. They trail by 2 scores, 39-26. Minor comes to the field here. He has been so good. He'll go under center here on 1st and 10 from the Husky 40. left to right for this final play. He'll turn, he'll hand. That's Hoffman. Hoffman picks up 4 before he is run backwards, and that will be the final play of the quarter. We've got a battle still here between number 1 North Marion and number 2 Roane County. Do not go anywhere. We'll see if the Huskies can hold or if Roane County can make a big comeback after this.
Although fall weather is beautiful here in West Virginia, falling leaves and brush piling up can turn your property ugly in a hurry. That's when you call on the pros at Hildreth Supply on Arnoldsburg Road. Hildreth Supply has a large inventory of Husqvarna chainsaws and Shindawa leaf blowers to tackle your toughest yard work. Visit us on the web at hildrethsupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
They will put 12 more minutes on the clock. That is all that remains against a fourth quarter. Number 1 North Marion, number 2 Roane County. Sparks flew in the first quarter. It was battling back and forth. 7-0, 7-6, 13-13, 19-13, and then Roane County hit a hiatus while the North Marion Husky offense ran roughshod. The Huskies got it all the way to 39-13 after a minute gone by in the third quarter, but since then, Roane County showing that they are not going away. 2 scores on 2 big pass plays from Greathouse to Watson and a couple of big plays defensively. Now a 2nd down and 6 for the Huskies. They'll move right to left here in the final 12 minutes of the ball game. Ball resting at the 44 of North Marion. First time we've seen a single receiver set on both sides. Couple of tight ends. Balanced attack. Minor's going to fake. He'll roll to the outside. Dumps it deep down the field, and that one broken up nicely by Coben Cottrell looking for Fry, and Cottrell right there.
Yeah, Cottrell, big body fella. Fry tries to go up for it and runs into a 220-pound stud. You can see he goes up to high point it, and wow, Fry takes the lick.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Huskies at their own 44. They'll shuffle some personnel in and out. They will spread it out. 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Minor. Raiders trying to adjust quickly. Minor calls the play. He's going to keep it himself. Off tackle, into the pile. First down from Minor. Wow. He needed 6 and he got 9. Spread them all out, and Roane County's interior just could not get a hand on that slick senior.
He is a tough cookie, tough runner.
Big 3rd down completion here for the Huskies. The clock will move, the chains will move into Raider territory at the 47. Roane County trailing 39-26. The Raider defense needs one of those another big play things. Balanced attack. Twins to both sides. Hoffman 7 yards deep as Minor will go under center. Minor turns, gives, off tackle run. Hoffman looking for room to run. He'll pick up 2. Good defensive effort by the front for Roane County.
Bunner and Jetton combined for the tackle.
Huskies slowing it down a bit here. The time is on their side. We're under 11 minutes left in the game. Number 1, North Marion. Number 2, Roane County. Raiders have cut it down to 2 scores. They've got to find some stops defensively here in the fourth quarter, though.
I love the fight that our guys are bringing to the table.
Empty backfield once again. 3 split to the right, 2 to the left. Snap back to Minor, looking for the quick hitter to the outside. Got his man, Martin, and Martin headed towards the first down mark. Had a defensive back trying to ride him down the field, but Martin will be right at that first down line. In fact, they will give him the first down at the 37, sorry.
Jacob Greathouse to make the tackle there, but a first down gained. 10-20 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
The rain has slowed to a halt, and the Huskies are moving methodically. 10 minutes and 5 seconds and rolling. Raiders trailing by 2 scores, 39-26. Minor will go back under center. Lead blocker and Hoffman. It'll be Hoffman taking the carry, and he is locked up at the line of scrimmage. Watson in there as well as Noah Jett.
Lane Watson, we call him the nature boy, wraps up, makes a tackle. Noah Jett having himself a game here this evening. 6 tackles here tonight from that defensive tackle spot against a very good offensive line.
Well, the Huskies are moving slowly, so Roane County will see these possession opportunities wilt away. You got to find something late. Hoffman again 7 yards deep on 2nd down and 9. Minor under center at the 37. Pitch outside, near side. Hoffman, lots of room to run. Richardson comes up, does not make the tackle. Hoffman inside the 20, down to the 15, and down to the 12-yard line. Richardson was there, but again went high, did not wrap up, and Hoffman just bounced off of that attempt and picks up huge yardage.
I think that time Richardson was trying to get the wrap up, but I think he hit him so hard he kind of bounced back off of him.
Brandon Richardson only knows one way, and that is hitting hard.
It's full speed.
We call him the missile. 1st and 10, and again, you can tell in the body language that North Marion is slowing down. 8 seconds on the play clock. 1st and 10 at Roane County's 13-yard line. And they will let the clock run all the way down to 1 before burning a timeout. 9:12 left in the game. Roane County trying to battle back, but trailing 39-26.
Hi, this is Lisa Simmons inviting you to shop local and come see me at our fully stocked warehouse, Honest Fred's Flooring. We're located at 373 East Main Street, Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer. At Honest Fred, you'll find the latest trends in floor covering, carpet, vinyl, tile, hardwood, and the very popular luxury vinyl flooring. We install everything we sell with the best customer service in town. Financing available, so call me today at 304-927-8082 or check us out on the web.
Take a small drive to big savings.
A tall task for Roane County after a 39-13 lead with a minute going by in the third. The Raiders, though, have not given up. They fought back to cut it down 39-26. They had a stop. They had the ball, but they were unable to move the football offensively. That would have been a huge momentum boost had Roane County been able to come up with something, maybe get another score. Then you're talking a one-possession ball game at about 6 points, and that changes the complexion completely. But now you're looking at North Marion slowing things down methodically. Roane County defensively needs another huge play because the opportunities are getting fewer and far between.
Yeah, a couple big plays on this drive for the Huskies. Minor with the nice pickup of a 1st down, and then Hoffman with a big run.
1st and 10 at Roane County's 12-yard line. Minor in the shotgun with Mullet to his left. He'll give it to Mullet off tackle. Mullet stays alive after the initial stop for Jetton in the backfield, and he will pick up 4. That has been a really tough problem for the Raiders here tonight.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're not making we're not completely wrapping up every time and allowing these running backs that run very tough in between the tackles to break a few.
A big turn at the end of the third quarter, that Scott and Winfield game. Scott up 42-27 and just got the ball back.
2nd down and 6 from the 8 of the Raiders. This will be a handoff. Mullet bounces it to the outside, looking for room to run, and Richardson, the missile, comes in. No doubt about that tackle, but it's after another 4-yard carry. And the Raiders, the defense, being pushed back closer to the maroon end zone.
Yeah, even after missing a few tackles, Brandon Richardson with 7 tackles here this evening.
3rd down and 1. They need the 3. The ball resting at the 4. 8 minutes and rolling. Raiders trailing 39-26. Minor under center. May call his own number. He will. Off tackle, and he will pick up the 1st down by a yard, and it will be 1st and goal from the 2. Well, the Raiders were able to cause a turnover late in a drive earlier here in the 3rd. Let's see if they have any magic left here as the clock is under 8 7:40 and rolling. Minor once again under center. Wing to the near side with Hoffman in the backfield. Minor keeping it himself, heading towards the end zone, and he is in. And that is a bit of a backbreaker for Roane County. Boy, the comeback was looking pretty crazy and a little bit possible after Roane County had a 2-possession deficit with the ball. But right now, you're back down 3, and the time is 7:24. So the Raiders have to be big strike here for the rest of the contest.
Yeah, not in our favor, the clock here this evening. But Roane County's defense played very tough on this. Just the Miners' offense has been very potent.
You mean the Huskies?
Or, excuse me.
They will go for 2 from the 3. Minor slaps his hands together and dumps it out on the edge. Is it in the midst? It is, of the big target, Fry. He has been the one that Minor has looked at most of the night, and he has completed a lot to Landon Fry. The Raiders now trail 47-26. It is a full 21-point deficit for the Raiders. That, Matt White, was very, very methodical.
Well, I don't think John's entirely wrong when he says the Miners' offense.
That's
because Casey Minor, that's his 6th touchdown of the night, completes that methodical drive again. 11 plays, 60 yards, 4 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock. Casey Minor with a 2-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion is good, and the Minor show of Casey Minor.
I was going to tell Drew that.
No,
that's exactly why.
You're welcome. I saved it for you.
You are not allowed to crutch yourself with that. There's
How
no
could
way.
you not? We said Miners all week, and
I
then
get-
you're Minor
I
today.
get it.
Minor.
I get it all the time when I call somebody the wrong name, when I call somebody the wrong team.
I let a lot
don't
go.
get to use this.
I let a lot go. I'm going to start every time now.
I'm trying, John. I tried to help
Thank
you out.
Thank
But
you,
as it
Josiah.
stands, the North Marion Huskies up 47-26, 7:24 to go here in the ball game.
Well,
you know, you thought Roane County was just going to roll over. They got down 26. They've made this a ball game, and you know, so far, let's see, still some time left on the clock.
Squibb kick to an up man. Great recovery quickly. And Roane County will have great field position. That was Cooper Greathouse at the 39. So the Raiders do have some time. They've got 7:24 on the clock, but they're going to have to become a quick strike offense, and the defense is going to have to stop immediately if Roane County wants to get it back to a possible 2-score game. Again, it was a great comeback attempt, and it was perfectly laid out for the Raiders. They had it down to 39-26. They had the football after a punt, and they just couldn't find it on that one possession. And so now they find themselves down 21, still fighting. Left to right they will go. Richardson in motion. They'll give Brandon to the outside, to the edge at the 40, cutting it back and going backwards, and he will be thrown back after picking up just a yard.
I like the sportsmanship there. I've seen it all night.
Yep.
Couple teams that really respect each other, and you know, it get a little chippy.
But fun chippy.
Absolutely. So tonight, I like how North Marion's players have really been, as well as Roane County's guys, helping each other up.
This has been such a great battle, and again, the tough part of it is that little bit of second quarter and right at the beginning of the third. Otherwise, this has been a great contest, but North Marion has had pedal to the metal, and Roane County's defense, although they found a way to stop them a couple times in the second half, have still struggled. Greathouse looking to throw it, one-on-one coverage. Out there is Watson, in and out of the hands. Boy, he was past his defender, Martin. Had he caught that one, he may have taken off yet again.
He was tipping that thing all over the place. When you have Lane Watson out there, you just are confident that he's going to come down with the ball.
That will stop the clock with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. 47-26. The lead is 3 scores for the Huskies, and Roane County facing a 3rd and 9 from their own 40.
Yeah, similar score there. Scott just scored again to make it 48-27 over Winfield.
Shotgun now for Greathouse. He'll move Richardson across in motion. Three-step drop, dumps it out. Richardson hammered by Minor. Richardson keeps possession. What a catch. But Casey Minor showing why he is one of the better linebackers in the state as well.
He is a lad.
A fourth down play now for Roane County, and again, it's desperation at this point. 6:05 and rolling. You got to go for it every time. And Roane County with a 4th and 8. They need the 49, shy of the 50. Shotgun for Greathouse. He'll roll to the near side. He's got backside pressure. He'll keep it himself. First down. That is the first time this year that Greathouse has really decided early to take off and carry it, and he'll pick up a big Raider first down. They'll hustle to the line.
Smart play by the sophomore.
5:41 and rolling. Time not on the side of the Raiders. Snap. He's going to look to throw again. Greathouse flushed, and he will be sacked this time. It will be Hoffman. Roane County only had one receiver down the field, and they had two coverage unit guys down deep.
I think Lane slipped in the backfield and wasn't able to get a block. B-Rich was just going on that go route.
Clock continuing to roll here after the sack. It is 2nd down and 15 back on Roane County's side at the 49. Greathouse enters the huddle. Roane County needs to hustle here. They break the huddle with 7 on the play clock. Trying to get set. Greathouse snaps it, and Roane County moved early. That's what you get when you're playing the play clock there, John.
Yeah, trying to get set, hurrying up.
That will move Roane County back 5 more. And again, at this point, that doesn't matter really because you got to get to the end zone somehow, some way. As the clock is down under 5 at 4:48. 2nd down and 20 now at the Roane County 44-yard line. Roane County trailing 47-26. They made a real big comeback attempt in the third. Had it down to 39-26 with the ball. But that's as close as they have been able to get. Sawyer Hunt comes across in motion. Greathouse looking over the middle, dumps it to the outside. He and Watson that time miscommunicated. Watson was heading in, and the ball thrown to the outside. That's the first time we've seen them really miscommunicate tonight.
Yeah.
Raiders.
One time that Lane wasn't able to get his hand on the ball.
Roane County facing now a 3rd down and 20. Clock will stop at 4 minutes, 21 seconds here in the 4th. Raiders need the 37 of the Huskies right now at their own 44. Greathouse out of the shotgun. 3 receivers bunched to the near side. Now they'll send Clay Walker in motion. Greathouse pumps, trying to set the feet, trying to break free, and he will be sacked again. He had pressure on the outside, pressure on the inside, and finally number 70 gets him, and that is Caleb Spencer.
Just broke down there a little bit. There was pressure, and the guys in the backfield were trying to get some blocks. Just didn't happen.
And you can see the frustration in the body language of Jacob Greathouse. He wanted to get open there so he could throw it, and it just wasn't to be. 3:40 and rolling. Roane County will punt on 4th and very long. Snap back to Cottrell. Leg in low. This one line drive at the 20. This will take a big roll inside the 10. This is going to be down at the 6-inch line. And hold your horses for just a second, John. Now you're in the area of a possible safety. Hey, I'm looking for anything right now. Great punt, and Sawyer Hunt getting down there quickly.
Yeah, nice job by the coverage team. And Roane County still with a chance to do some damage.
North Marion will burn a timeout with 3:26 left in the game. 47-26 the lead for the Huskies. We'll be back after this message.
Intelligent Network Securities is a hub zone, service-disabled, veteran-owned small business located in central West Virginia. INS provides full-scope, enterprise-level digital security and forensic services. We specialize in state and nation-level cybersecurity intelligence, but we feel compelled as a company to offer our commercial consumers both proactive and reactive defense strategies as well. With 15-plus years experience in the field, providing support to commercial as well as nation and state-level entities, INS can provide insight to protecting your assets with our use and knowledge of bleeding-edge technologies. Check us out on the web at intelligent-network-security.com or call us at 304-566-9111. Brian Cottrell, President.
Not a lot of time with which to work if you're a Roane County fan trying to come back from a 21-point deficit. The Raiders were close in the third. They had it to 2 possessions at 39-26 after going down 39-13. They got to stop. They had the ball back. If they score there, it's a one-possession game, and I think that this game finishes a lot different, but the Raiders could not get it done offensively on that possession, and then the Huskies go down with a slow, methodical drive, and they put another one on the board to make it 3, but a big punt by Cottrell. It's now 1st and 10 from the 6-inch line. Can the Roane County defense get themselves a possible safety here? They will not. Minor just goes behind those bigs that have been so good tonight. He'll pick up more than enough to give the breathing room necessary to the Huskies. I almost did it.
Oh,
I almost did it.
Well. Looky who it is.
Well, I don't give you flack for it. That's the difference. 3:05 and rolling, 2nd down and 3. Huskies need the 10.5-yard line, basically.
Raider JV defense in here last 2 plays.
Roane County sending the second unit players into the ball game. Hoffman off tackle. He'll pick up the 1st down yardage, and now you're looking at just a couple more plays before the Huskies will be able to kneel on the football. And now the Huskies, as they see Roane County transitioning to the second unit guys, they're going to get they were going to get a whole new line for a second. And then they pulled them back the last second.
Injury there, Bradley Mace coming off holding his hand.
Okay, so the Huskies, they were going to bring on the second unit guys, and they were like, hey, there's a lot of things we need to get right here before we do it. So, again, a great show of sportsmanship from Coach Darren Hayes. He and Coach Burdett, again, have developed a friendship over the years, and when Coach Hayes sees Roane County sending the second unit in, he calls a timeout to get his guys into the ball game. This has been, again, a fun game other than, if you're a Roane County fan, John, that second quarter really was the killer for Roane County when the Raiders went a little bit stagnant offensively and still hadn't figured out the offense at all for the Huskies. Other than that, it's been fun.
Yeah, beginning of the season, we circled Mingo Central. We circled North Marion as very tough games, and rightfully so. We've watched film enough to know that North Marion is a very tough football team. We played them last year. We knew what we were up against here. What I like is Cody May, the coach that's up top. He came down, and he was positive when he stepped out of the booth here.
You knew coming into this game that this was 2 high-quality teams. You knew that whoever made more big plays and fewer mistakes was probably going to win this game. The big plays started with North Marion, and they continued them. Roane County had a few of their own in the first quarter, but not enough to keep up with this potent offense. Although the Raiders did make some big plays in the second half, trying to come back. It will be second unit guys for the Huskies as well. Their quarterback is Cole Morris, 6'1", 180-pound sophomore. Boy, they grow him big up there. Somebody asked earlier, by the way, why we have an 80 on our midfield stripe instead of a 50. That's in honor of Alex Miller, who passed away tragically a few years ago on the field for Roane County. And so that's something that we will continue to honor here at Roane County High School.
All right, nice stop by Richard Greathouse. and Leo Rogers. Leo Rogers, I'm excited about this young man because I'm going to get to spend a lot of time with him in the winter.
Just a freshman, big kid, solid kid. And John will continue to try to help him get in the best shape he can. Second down and 10 for the second unit offense of the Huskies. Cole Morris again, the quarterback. He'll keep it himself to the outside, looking for lots of room, and he will slide down after the first down again. You don't get to this point if you're not a great coach, but also an upstanding coach, as Darren Hayes truly is. And he instructs his young men well, said, get the first down. We're going to close this game out. Well, we talked about it, John. Points galore for North Marion coming here tonight. They are going to have the inside track for the number 1 seed. They've got Liberty Harrison next week. For Roane County, they'll hit the road to Oak Glen, and they've got some work to do to finish off the season. If they can, they'll finish 9-1, and we'll let the chips fall where they may. You're looking, I think, John, somewhere between 3 and 5 probably for the Raiders.
I would think so. Matt's been on the prognosticator all week.
He's
about
been going a bunch.
72,000 times. I think number 4. Is that what you're thinking, Matt?
I'm thinking 4 with this loss. North Marion should, like you say, have a pretty good beat on number 1. Scott is up big still, 48-27 on Winfield, so Scott should be in the number 2 team unless anything disastrous happens.
Another keeper to the outside. The quarterback will fall down here, and that may be the final play of the game. Just 28 on the clock, and it will be a battle between number 1 and number 2. The Huskies come in, and they play tremendously throughout this contest. Roane County, give them a lot of credit for a comeback attempt in the third, but in the end, number 1 North Marion will take the victory. They'll take all the points that go with it. Roane County will see a 20-game regular season win streak come to an end tonight. Let's hope they can get back on track next week and start a new one if you're Roane County. Final score here tonight, 47-26. Break to take for our sponsors. We'll come back, recap the ball game, give you your statistics, and we'll have your Paramount Surveying play of the game and your Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts players of the game after these messages.
It's football season, and the team at Jack Garrett Ford in Spencer are ready to get you a touchdown deal on a car or truck. Coach Q, Big Deal Ben, Auto Nathan, and introducing Showtime Sheldon. Football season is the perfect time to get your best deal on the new or used Ford of your dreams at West Virginia's oldest continuous running Ford dealership. Broncos, F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, and more, and has never been a better time to trade. All roads lead to Jack Garrett Ford, where after 65 years, customer satisfaction is still standard equipment.
When you find yourself faced with a legal issue, the steps you take next can literally impact the rest of your life. Hiring the right attorney is one of the most important decisions you'll make. At Joel Baker Law Office, we understand the importance of providing prompt, competent, and honest legal representation. Call or text our office today to schedule a consultation, 304-500-9238.
In the 2024 Circuit Judge election, what are you looking for in a candidate?
I want someone who has experience in the courtroom.
We need someone who's hardworking.
It's important to me to have someone who is fair and treats everyone the same.
Who are you voting for in the 2024 Circuit Judge race?
Josh Downey.
I'm voting for Josh Downey.
I'm voting for Josh Downey.
Paid for by the committee to elect Josh Downey, Aaron M. Nichols, Treasurer.
We welcome you back to County Stadium as both squads out on the field huddled around their coaching staffs. Well, we knew that it was going to be one of those games where the team that made more big plays was probably going to come out on top. Roane County, to begin the ball game, took the opening kick. They were methodical on their opening drive, really trying to establish that run game. They did so well. They marched down the field in 7 minutes to begin the ball game, and they scored right off the bat. You felt really good about the way Roane County was able to move the ball on an aggressive defense for North Marion. But you find out real quickly what the Huskies are capable of on the ensuing kickoff and the next series, just 2 plays. And from the 25, they score with a big 50-plus yard run from Aaron Hoffman, who, by the way, also went over 1,000 yards here tonight. Congratulations to that young man. The extra point was missed, so Roane County still led off of the bat with about 4:45 left in the first period, 7-6. The Raiders on the ensuing kickoff take it to the house with Brandon Richardson, another young man who, by the way, came in 43 yards shy of 1,000, topped that mark here tonight. Congratulations to the senior for 1,000 yards rushing. Roane County goes back on top 13-6. The extra point was blocked. So you come back to the side of the Huskies. They take the possession, and again, lightning fast scoring for the Huskies. It took them 5 plays on that drive, and they tie it up at 13 apiece. Roane County, at that point, a little stagnant on their next possession. They went for it on a 4th down and 1 from their own 39. Confidence I like, but unfortunately for the Raiders, they did not pick up the first down. They give it back to the Huskies at the 39-yard line. 1 play later, Casey Minor just continued to throw darts here tonight. He found Landon Fry down the far sideline for the touchdown. And at that point, 19-13 as the extra point was blocked. At that moment, by the way, Brody Proctor, Roane County's starting cornerback, goes down with an injury. He did not return. And a thin defensive backfield already was pushed to the limit throughout the game by Casey Minor and the offensive weapons that he had. Roane County down 19-13. They gave it up again on the next possession. They went kind of away from what was working in the first couple possessions, and they were just looking for some sort of spark. It didn't happen. They go 3 and out, unfortunately. They punted away to the Huskies. Huskies end up scoring again very quickly. They lead 25-13. Roane County had some time left. You think, okay, well, maybe the Raiders can get things done. They didn't. The Huskies mount a finishing drive in the first half that really almost broke the back of the Raiders. So you go into the halftime locker room, you're down by 18 points, 31-13, and you have to give the ball right back to this offense of the Huskies. Fortunately for Roane County, they are a second-half team, although 1 minute into the second half, another score for the Huskies. And at that point, you're thinking, oh, gosh, this could be a blowout. 39-13 was the score when Roane County bowed up, got back on track, said we are not going to go down without a fight. They scored on a big play by Jacob Greathouse to Lane Watson on a big touchdown pass and catch. They get a fumble by the Miners on the next series deep in their own territory. They get another big play from Jacob Greathouse passing it to Lane Watson, who takes it to the house again. All of a sudden, it is 39-26. Momentum has shifted. The Raiders have it back. All they need to do is get another stop. The defense bows up on a 3rd down and 6. They get the stop. They get the ball back, and you are thinking, holy cow, if the Raiders can get one into the end zone here on this drive, it had to be that drive. It would have been a 1-possession ball game. I think things shake out a little differently towards the end. Maybe Roane County still loses, John, but they were unable to mount a comeback at that point. They had to punt it away and could not get that final stop against the Husky offense. They put one more on the board to make it 47-26. I love the fight back, no quit in Roane County, but in a game, number 1 versus number 2, you got to make the plays throughout. The Huskies did, and that's why they won.
Yeah, this has been a game folks have asked me about the whole entire week, and I knew that the Huskies were going to be a very tough opponent, but I love how Roane County battled, continued to play hard throughout, and it's not that I ever thought for 1 second that these guys would give up, because there's no give up in them. But when you're playing a very tough team and they're able to score as they did, it just shows the character, shows the heart of this team when they battled back there in the second half. A great offensive line for North Marion. Athletes everywhere. For Roane County to be at this level, to compete in the state with some of the best, it just goes to show what we're all about here.
the Huskies get the victory. They get all the points from Roane County that come with it, and that's a bunch of them, folks. Roane County with no single-A teams this year, so they're going to get the 9, and they're going to get all 8 victories that Roane County has as well. Both teams now 8-1 on the season. The Huskies with the inside track for the number 1 seed in the playoffs. They got to take care of business next week against Liberty Harrison, a team that they will be favored against. Roane County will have to go back to the drawing board quickly, shake this one off. You got a lot of work still to do here as you're closing in on a playoff situation. Roane County will hit the road to Oak Glen next Friday night. Got to take care of a team that has been struggling. You do that, you're 9-1. You're ranked probably in the top 4 in the state, and you're going to get at least one more game right here at County Stadium. So Roane County, they need to shake this one off. That was a good battle here tonight. Congratulations to the Huskies. Congratulations to Roane County on that comeback attempt. Final score 47-26. Matt White, break it down.
Yeah, Roane County, Brandon Richardson leading the way, 12 carries for 90 yards. Lane Watson with 15 carries for 42 and a touchdown. Clay Walker, 2 carries for 7. Jacob Greathouse finished the night 4 of 9 through the air, 127 yards and 2 scores. 3 of those completions to Lane Watson for 126 and 2 touchdowns. The other to Brandon Richardson for 1 yard. 8 first downs on the night for Roane County. 4 penalties for 27 yards. No turnovers. 20-minute time of possession. 125 yards on the ground, 127 through the air. That's 252 yards of total offense for the Raiders, who defensively, they were led by 3 guys, specifically with 7 tackles apiece. Noah Jett, Clay Walker, and Brandon Richardson. Lane Watson had 5 tackles. Jacob Bunner with 4. Chad Blosser with 4 as well. 2 apiece for Jacob Greathouse. Andy Jetton had 3, and Coben Cottrell had 3. And 2 for Sawyer Hunt. And 2 for Carson Casto. 1 apiece for Leland Schaefer, Colton Starcher, and Brody Proctor. Bradley Mace, Cooper Greathouse, and Leo Rogers with a tackle apiece. And Brandon Richardson with a fumble recovery, and Noah Jett with the forced fumble for Roane County defensively. It was tough to stop the Husky offense. Aaron Hoffman, 16 carries, 176 yards, and a score. He did the bulk of the carries, but it was minor, finishing off those drives. He had 14 carries for 60 yards, 3 touchdowns. Casey Miner was 11 for 14 through the air, 237 yards, and 3 touchdowns. 5 of those to Landon Fry for 100 yards and a score, and 3 to Brock Martin for 53 yards and 2 scores. 1 catch for Landon Koger for 40, 1 for Noah Hess for 37, and 1 for Dylan Higgins for 7 yards. 18 first downs for North Marion, 11 of those in the second half. 3 penalties for 25 yards, 1 turnover, 28-minute time of possession. 288 yards on the ground, 237 through the air, 525 yards of total offense for the Huskies in this ball game. They defensively were led by Noah Hess with 7 tackles, Casey Miner with 7, Landon Fry with 5, Aaron Hoffman with 5, and 1 sack. Caleb Spencer, 4 tackles and a sack, and Austin McKee with a sack as well for the Huskies. 3 tackles apiece for Brock Martin, Quentin Harbert, and Nathan Miller with 3 for North Marion. Add it all up, and you've got a 47-26 victory for the North Marion Huskies, who will remain number 1 in AA. And we got almost a final there with Scott and Winfield. That one was 48-27. So Scott will take over the number 2 spot. And of all those prognostications I ran with Roane County losing this ball game, I never had anything come out less than 4th overall.
Well, we shall see at the end of the night because Tailgate Central is so good at that, and they have been accurate more than not.
Well, you had victories tonight as well by Weir. They're sitting at number 4. And you've got Fairmont Senior right there. They were off this week. They've got a game against East Fairmont. East Fairmont pulled off the victory against Lewis County tonight, so that's a bonus point that Roane County could not get. Lincoln County, they got the win.
Wow.
Shady Spring picked up the victory, so, there's still points that are coming.
Now, Roane County's finally going to get themselves a strength of schedule set of points that's going to help the cause.
Still don't understand what that is.
I don't either, but they just lost to the number 1 team in the state. They better get a boost from that.
Should be like 27 strength of schedule.
47-26 your final score. A lot of great plays in the comeback attempt in the second half for this Roane County team. There were a couple of huge ones that you could have picked from John Penna. The Paramount Surveying, though, play of the game, got to be one of those passes and catches.
Yeah, it was. It's going to go to Lane Watson here as he puts his moves on and then shows the strength as a nature boy, hits him with a woo down to the end zone. What a game for Lane Watson, and he's had him all season long, but that's probably one of my favorite plays that I've seen him have this entire season. Just so strong, and finishes it with a nice touchdown.
That sparked Roane County's comeback attempt. They got it down to 2 possessions at that point with the ball back, but it was not to be. But congratulations to Jacob Greathouse, to Lane Watson, our Paramount Surveying Play of the Game award. One final break to take for Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. When we come back, we'll wrap things up with our Player of the Game awards, and we'll get things ready for next week. You're watching and listening to Raider Football on WVRC.
It's almost back to school time, and you know what that means. Morning school bus stops, student drop-off areas, and evenings spent driving the kids to all their activities. With all this in mind, safety is key. Are your wiper blades effectively cleaning your windshield for a better view? Do your brakes help you to stop on a dime? Whether you need brakes, rotors, calipers, wiper blades, or belts, Willard Starchers has the best staff in town and keeps quality parts in stock to ensure your car is safely operating in tip-top shape. Stop by Willard Starchers today, located behind Spencer Middle School, or give us a call, 927-2520. Willard Starchers, open 7 days a week.
We welcome you back to County Stadium. Final score, number 1 North Marion comes in, plays great throughout. As Roane County attempting a comeback in the second half, it falls shy, 47-26 your final score. Roane County now 8-1. And North Marion now 8-1. Roane County will still, we believe, be in the top 5. North Marion will be the number one team in the state following this week. And both teams with one more to go before we talk about that. It's time for John Penna to distribute our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Player of the Game awards.
Tonight, offensively, it's going to go to Lane Watson. 15 carries, 42 yards on the ground with a touchdown and 3 receptions for 126 and 2 touchdowns. He was a monster on offense tonight, the Swiss Army knife. He does it all. And defensively, Brandon Richardson, 7 tackles. He could have had a few more if he would have wrapped up a little bit better, but I'll take it. And a fumble recovery. And then Noah Jett's going to be another one of those guys that was impressive for me tonight. 7 tackles, and he was the one that hit that ball that popped out, and B. Rich was able to recover that. So congratulations to Lane Watson offensively and Brandon Richardson and Noah Meatball Jett.
Yeah, congratulations to those young men. Again, Roane County will be back in action one final time in the regular season. That'll be next Friday as we make the long trip up north all the way to the tip in Ohio County as the Raiders will face off against the Oak Glen Golden Bears. A chance for Roane County to finish off the regular season 9-1 and roll into the playoffs with some momentum. For the Huskies, they'll be the number 1 seed going into next week, and they will face off against Liberty Harrison one final time in the regular season. And then we will sort out all of the fun stuff. It will be the playoffs getting ready to go after that. Our next sports broadcast will turn around on Monday evening, and we'll do some Lady Raider volleyball as they host Braxton County in the opening round of sectional tournament play. Don't forget, Wednesday night, our Raider Review show. We'll talk about this contest and everything else in Roane sports. We'll talk with Coach Paul Burdett about this game, and we'll preview the Oak Glen game for next week. Appreciate you for joining us all here on all of our platforms. For our entire broadcast crew, George Allen, our studio technician back at WVRC Control. Joe McDonald with A&M Digital Technologies, providing the scoreboard, the instant replays, and the graphics. Katie White, our camera person. Matt White, our statistician, and John Penna, my color commentator. For all of us here, I'm Andrew Miller. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
You've been listening to Roane County High School Raider Football on WVRC 104.7 FM. Raider Football has been brought to you by these supporting sponsors: Penna's Barbershop, Roane General Hospital, Route 33 Steakhouse and La Finca Mexican Restaurant, Macintosh Hardware, Furniture and Appliance, Jack Garrett Ford, Ashley Insurance, Joel Baker Law PLLC, APS Air Production and Service Inc., Old Fences Realty, Stats Pharmacy, Richard's Lawn and Garden, Miller's Suds and Sales, Anita Harold Ashley for Circuit Judge, Phoenix Nutrition, Honest Fred's Flooring, D&D Motors, Hilter Supply, Family Health Care, Groves Auto, Ford Depew Realty, Norman L. Daniels, State Farm Agent, Hardman Supply, Josh Downey for Circuit Judge, ECI Environmental Compliance Inc., Carpenter's General Store, Minnie Hamilton Health System, Roca Valley Bank, Spencer McDonald's, INS, Intelligent Network Security, Rich Top Reynolds, Spencer Cash Saver, Brandon Dental, DW Excavating LLC, Spencer Pizza Hut, Kirby Insurance, Philip Beaver for Roane County Sheriff, Calhoun Banks, and the Player of the Game Award sponsored by Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. Thank you for listening, and tune in next time for more exciting play-by-play action with Andrew Miller, John Penna, and Matt White. Roane County High School football broadcasts are a production of WVRC 104.7 FM. All rights reserved.